Cap fan for no maso as near we yeah, did you media de Bremo entertainment review? Okay, so you're trying to see about Bedin, come on, about Henny, across the art in entertainment. Okay, so yeah, there's a case here, the my car fan. Maybe you are say, yeah, baby, Dean, come on, art and entertainment. Kwasi Aboagye me Dean. Now, make us say, till you create nipa at Nasi. Okay, to say, Bako microphone. I mean, who see? I don't know which is which. Because I mean, you need to change microphone then. Okay. All right, so let me try this one. Mami has a way yeah. Okay.
Bibia Yaboko.
Okay.
My word, I'm getting ready for a International Women's Day celebration. I've been preparing for a long time now. So March Muna Yesintino. We've dedicated everything to women this month. In Timpacho, I will be having a lot of activities on my social media, and they should follow there and then see what's happening.
You need to get some chair for her so that next time she's turned on it and. It's a from Fanche, me say feedback na. Ebano, my main momodiana means sorting it out. Sisiana, yen twaso and famamo, Monsieur Moa.
This dial is hot. Stay tuned. Best radio. News on your number one station.
It's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over. Only on your favorite station.
With your favorite station. Digital and on your smartphone. The radio is hot.
What on the jump on the other party? Entertainment review. And then it's over to some entertainment. I've been another. Entertainment review. President Obama for Tennessee. Entertainment. Entertainment. Now I'm on my fans. I'm on the fans. I'm on the fans.
All right. Yeah. sisi adem se edem anti okasa
ai otemenka metumi kasa yeah.
Now can be the International Women's
Let me say during one play dedicated the month of March for women towards International Women's Day that's happening on the 8th of March, you know.
Obi ani one play o.
O say.
Enye obi anu ni one play.
One play we be am me ejuma so me present our one play.
You can no kan sisu ye.
Okay, present.
Who assume so obi ani one play.
Well, hopefully one day everybody will. It's maybe ejuma. Okay, maybe present our one play Africana. In the month of March, dedicated it to women and every activity that's around women. And so far, I've interviewed the ambassador of France to Ghana.
Visa France in tea.
Oh, make us microphone.
Visa France.
Make us microphone.
Can you crazy okay? On job about in divisa uncle.
Never not.
Yo, Mati. And to your France uncle.
That be yes say ya.
O ma visa se fa ko France uncle.
I just record holidays. I like me call for the empire.
Na dia o dia asem na make say kotena French. En case kotena France.
Okay, ka conversation. And no can you na have this conversation.
And to your France visa onye.
Oh, man, why not? But me na nka.
Me na nka ko interview no.
Enye no nti. Thank you.
Ma wo mo Ghana nyina we nya bi se French na ko French me.
Oh, enye no pe. I interviewed filmmaker. Oh, that be, I mean chronology. Every day the order of things. No chronology. No every day the BH. It's no okaho no. I am a first guest and my second guest. Ebeye Kukwa Sean Whisket. Ne deluxe no, made the Lagos deluxe. No, she was the filmmaker.
And you munyina be interview munyina.
My interview munyina it's coming. But I'm following on social media. No more who they may this match because I'm very excited about it.
Okay, me that say that's Atilia Kuya Nipa and Oten and Kano. Peace 1043 of entertainment review. So and I was your great me boo.
This dial is hot. Stay tuned.
Best radio.
News on your number one station.
It's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over. Only on your favorite station.
With your favorite station. Digital and on your smartphone.
Okay, all right. So Sabri, don't go about Pansima do 9. Now, it's here for Mobaka now. Chemu yedi and Komobi wa hanum say. Na and Komono just say yasha san Komona say efa contractor a year nyumtuni Black Sheriff wakwa sign with a company be a friend Empire. Na contract no yasha see bobo hu do show mu ehwe na ene ye toaso ye pese esua de wo esa contract ye de case study ye de ye esua de na anyomtofo titru people in the showbiz industry be de na betimi esua film se okwa sign contract times na ewom no niam na ewom no nsem na ewom potin no kwan ben su na se odefa lawyer why anase wa bibia de bebre obi egu krata so because ebia wo ho pre wo se wenya bibi se anti ebia wonya bibi sada enti wo ho pre wo ma lawyer ni bi kra nhwemu ma ana obi a wonim de wo ade ne kra kwakoye no na eno ane wo de pen si krata so no assign na che say waton wo hyebre na wo de ama so ye the Black Sheriff contract ye the case study yashase na otwetwe mu di nkomona and every yensaka opinion da Gamro Ghana Music Rights Organization ano that's the chief executive officer Gamro yaneno edi nkomo na no ewo ye phone so but na de nyame ncha de yatwe no nkakra wono so ya dauma waba be kansa waba be du hanum sei enti bi ba be mana kwa aba wagibre ahwe contract ni mu yie edosomu ene nia eba be sua ne se contract no a bad contract a good contract at the same pa Captain Akwaba
boko menua
na wedi
na se wedi mi hu wache anami mom
sa debia ya kasa phone so
na wedi you hu about 2 years
menam catch say ya gani dia eno ache so Captain said na no ya shen komo na se na otwetwe mu na sisi ade so waje break akra ahwe contract ni mu a wo hwe mu no sign a timao. Your initial comment after just going through the entire contract, and my member here for Enyan contract actually a year 2. Back who contractor one a year when Chavis for that Shadrach a J Owusu a sign a year, and a back on so Empire sign a year. So minim obepese ye ni Diana obepese ye be shasi if so is it the
mepese anka ye be ye ne say senia wo no normally wo ye no yemma etiefo no education.
Okay.
Na yem for mun fem na fe ansa na yaba contract mienu no
okay
de be ya ubisa bisa nsema ye betumi asua de ewu
right so mami musa say initial comment who shared I mean the entire contract send it to me apa
my initial comment ni say I say for the first time no me hu ade bi a manage hu efe say I say enye anu kasa keke but omo ahihye de me bi agu krata so
okay
enu kwa po no ebru 70%.
Okay.
Ebia na the ebeye wa abrabobu bia problems in kitinkiti wom. Into me gidi say I hold my head high. Emma Black Sheriff any team no. Ever say anka ubeti no na anka yesi mene no kan say. Ye ne kan say. Ube unu na bribia kra ni krata so na ma asem no kano ayedin kakra. Ba we no eniema ko krata so ye betumi agina se eniema no
chese wo gidie wo written contract mu ni ayatro chin verbal wo gidie wo written contract ni ayatro no
gidie wo written contract no
okay so saying say ni e ano verbal contract okay
and the important crown say as a way no protocol mo departure from atetifo no de no
okay
atetifo no de no many way na kan na yetena se na ye kan na ye no say na se sa abre no me ka kire on post me ko be ma me ho aba na o ma me teku nsti na eba na mani sa kasa na akwa ye biribia me kan ye manka nso we die gidie no wo biribia ya kire no edi kan the first na me ka ni say me pa mo cho me nye lawyer but say my ye adwuma na che no sankrata e bebre ababe fa manimu ena metu kwan kakra ni training kakra no mehu adwuma no mu industry no mu niama ya na etawom wo expect se saade no de bi ese wo ho nti eno na me de be hyasia na menu ya panyi se wo hwe contragi ewo music industry we mu a contragi mienu na de bi adodo no ewo ho
okay
edi kan ye contragi ye management contragi
okay
obi ni obi aye contract me ni ubeye adwuma
okay
adwuma no eniama wei na meye ubehwe me so ubehwe me niama so ubehwe madie wei so amame
okay
inti dodo no ekoba se artist ana nyumtuni ebia obaso a ogidin ogidin no o feel say na adwuma pa no se obeye nyum obetro nyum obe record nyum no inti oni adagye dodo o de beye niame bi ase e be nanti akoye wi nti ope aboafo na sa aboafo no dodo no friend no manager nti se wunya manager pair na je se woni manager no eye contract adwuma obeye no adwuma no ho akandie niama obeye eni ehun sunsuo ebe ba wonsu be numbi nti eno ye management agreement nti artist bia no se woni obi ye adwuma se manager no woni no ye sa contract dodo na mehu no managers no akwa ye sebi ye nuanum bi a omo ye aboafo omo boa nso obi sa se agreement e da woni o mi ye mini manager o kira no wa fire no o si wo kra wo hu nimfaso nti sa ade no ene ade a se obi a hye no nso
okay
etoso mienu contract for da ho ye recording contract adwuma na nkasa ye nyoma adwuma nti se wunya manager o wanya manager wo music adwuma na nkasa ewo ni contract ya be say me 30 years and 35 years am wo adwuma we mu no me hu recording contract na recording contract no
okay
e kire nyum dodo a wo be ye tete no na e friend no album say no ebi a single obi a wo feature no and say emere dodo a wo no be ye adwuma enyum no said ya obeye no baby a ye be recordo na ye recordo a adodode ba udie nie ani say nti say niam mienu no any contract mienu aba but industry no akwesi niam bi asesa
okay
eniam asesa no say no contract ya eba no ye friend no 360 contract
okay
360 agreements na 360 agreements no dodo no eka management any recording no ebom
okay
the enti aba no sa no say first no na ye was CD ni cassette inti nipa no odi ni sika ehye recording no mo no ono ani say oh mini wa ye CD ye ko katamanto a ye twa media 5 CD uya promotion na wo koma radio 4 say ni ye titi free mu a ye benya 100 CD so kai sa contract ye nya 100 CD ye friend no pro rata ye 60% na me so me fa 40% inti eno no ewo ho na sad ye no say no essence say adwuma no aba faminti nipa dodo no omudi omusika hye adwuma no mu no ebi ana wakwakope busia bi inti say CD ni cassette ama dodo na akwakoye content downloading inti na kire say na nka wo no emre bia obi be frɛ say be bonyo mame wo be gi sa sika na hye wo botom no say sika no no nso be gi bi
okay
inti 360 na akwakoye say oh me the management beka recording no
okay.
na ye 360
okay
inti say contract dodo na eba no eye 360 memfa mfato hu bi enye obi ti say ebony ni producer your friend is saying ajeman omo contract no na omo wo mu no eye 360 agreement every say okope sika ewo baabi ebony wo ho oni no ye adwuma ebra ochro enyum no a ye record no ni recording ni performance no ya ye ni nyina nti sebi so bi frɛ say koto nyum ewo theater na unya adodode bi a enum na me nso meti mi sika kakra na contract ni nyina no eniama enanum bi wom a ese say emere bia obia artist obeya contract no wo hye no ho nso edi kan emere ben na contract no start date etoso mienu parties hwan ni hwan oh Kwasi Aboagye ni Eja Abraham yakọ contract mu say ye very clear
okay
etoso mienu
ye hu omo a sa apam no ede omo ntem say enu da ho pefe say
da ho pefe and say because eto de bi oba say artist wo boys bi oni omo di nkita hu bi nti say nkita hu no anase bi ana ye band no wo members nti oba say ye contract no ya mfa ya nka ho na ma ekire no na asem Mikai Shatawale and any boys Shatawale ni boys so dia meti an say ya pam wo mo no so akọ gina baby Calvin boy oni we
Stone boy
oni we no samre no na yede no na ekọ apam na eda nipa no wo gina bia poten wo nti na ade na akọ yes say apam no ye very clear nipa na oye party no aso ochronwum anase oye manager anase oye band nipa etoso mienu rights contract na ye no eye japade o enyum no ye japade nti enyum no ye japade no edien rights pa na wodi ma nipa na woni no ye apam no recording synchronization
echefa ben na onipa ku no
echefa ben say enyum no egumu niam bi ye wodi e frɛ no mechanical rights say enyum no aba woni owura Kwasi ayenyum enyum no ye betwa bi ye be download bi inti sa mechanics na adodode be free mu aba no eno wo chefa wo he oh performing right say ye bonyi menyum ewo baabi ne ye kwaji sika eno nso royalty no say na ebe ko no ana say ebia ye koye remix bi ana say sa remix no obi di sika puduo bi ba say ni ye be che no inti ese wo afei nso the friend consideration adodode pa no eno na di ohawba no inti se ye contract bi na adodode asem no ya nya no pefe a ochira na di asem aba inti ese contract no ye hwe afei nso ya yesa no accounting period ebi ano ba say oh ya contract no fienum no Dabeni ebe account.
Dabeni ebe bunkunta no.
Dabeni ebe bunkunta.
Okay.
Nkuntabuo no how many days ni ebe twen ansa na bunkunta. Nkuntabuo no why na this statement obi say obi ani anye ho a say na obeye no. Afa contract no so term no ye for how long?
Enfie dodo was
saying. Oh yeah contract no 5 years. Na 5 years nti ase party be na wo me say ye nwuma enyum no ewo copyright duration of your lifetime.
Okay.
Say wo akwese many we bia ye betina 120 years. Copyright na wo for 120 years. Say e bia ore akwese any obi ye nwuma or right wo nwum throughout onu so ni company no lifetime. Na owu a over 70 years esa dodode no eba oni ne ma inti se wo say term
enti me fan say nana kwame ampedu nansia no free o kire se bibie bia chefa bia nana kwame ampedu nyumu a otwaye no we free mu emfie eduoso edaye nim no Sanfa so ni nyina bebo say ko ne busuan for
exactly say aye ken
okay.
Last year no otwa na ni twere ban inti every last year e cover 70 that's a 2021 plus 70 2091 no as say sika say kra ni royalty are ready nana to 4 okay ono so 70 years and anu nyina asem bi ba na eye MTN any general yassasini ebra omo ye say 2-3 years omo ye Ghana celebration no and omo di two phone so and omo di promote to ade efremamu owu ye owu 1995 70 years to new year inti no omo si o de bi enyum na kwakọ ye Ghana de eye de na enyum no ye Ghana de na efremamu kronfo ka se de bi enyum no ye Ghana de and I'm sure David Abam fan court. Ya di court no di America e ba dwanto a corporate administrator. Ya settle ye. Anya kra no na busuafo nya over 30-40,000.
Okay.
Every said na nyum no e time a owura
efremamu 70 years.
Okay. Into 70 years.
So it means 70 years ni betwemu a. Obi atimi fa
70 years twemu na dani public domain enye se obi afa keke se wo pese wo use a wo be use ba wo kwan a wo be use se be obi nsi ni dan kwa onka say 70 years e nti bra bedem nti se see public domain and that say public interest ni nti utumi ko efa se wo ade we bonko abodam em say ye nua no wu ye 70 years atwem nti afa de metumi di akosu di akore nso metumi ayi bribi kakra ekoduru mpempen so say enye se wo fa ade no nyina akwa ene enye sa ade ene ejapade no but eye de be bie for public use first no de ye mie for public nti we ni niama ye wo indemnity clause wo na wo de eja enyum we abre akwasi di ni sika ehim akwasi nim se enyum no eye obi ena ekyroye ana we na ekyroye nti e se wo bɔ ne ho ban se mi ko ye adwuma wei no se obi sɔre na ɔba na ɔbɛka se enyum wei ye media ense se ɔso ame meka se wo nti indemnity clause ni nyina be nti wei any contract generally no esese anyumtufuo nyina omo di omo sika shem publishers producers obi a wo hwɛ normally no in most countries no publishers association no omo wo standard agreement say anya kra say untumi nko lawyer ho a ko anase musician union omo adwuma no bi ni say omo behwɛ ma omo anya standard agreement nti omo nya standard agreement and ye wokɔ ya na aka se owura se wone na nkabri bia krampo a eniama weedie fayim afei na meba asem no ankasa nso last I was sending me agreements no me a mistake bi e say na agreement no owura no dey send no dey send me no na me ka say eniama bia ye ka wo airwave room ye say manager bia kotom paboa bebre ama no we I say me follow say eniama
okay
enti me share agreement na ya me say a different company from Black Sheriff. And so agreement and there was two bremeno. Agreement, two different agreements.
Sure.
A kind no a management agreement. between Black Sheriff and Shadrach Owusu.
Yeah.
Are clear? Omuchro management agreement. You ever management agreement no? Omuchro butaya. Enunti omuya management agreement. Omu say omu engage Shadrach Owusu as a manager. Etosu mienu say omu be develop no more enhance artist aye Black Sheriff na dwuma no. Enunti omu provide a term of 5 years. 18th August 2021. Inti anya kra no 5 years no. Na chere say 18th August 2026 answer na agreement no ebeba na ewie. Inti omu di term etu mu. And under the term no so omu can say automatic renewal. Say 2026 see na omu mu bia nka say problem bi wo ho a and ye automatically no na say agreement ebeko year upon year. Omu ma option say AB or B bo Anthony yem one so ma ni nua 1 month nti ya no wo ho afenso omo kan about consideration ya sika ya dodode e beba between manager ni we no mu no omo kan about gross income osi o wadwuma ye ni niam a wo be ye nyina no adodode no me nso manya emu bi 20% bi na me di atwamanum me share agreement no mu no omo chiro pefe management services the SSM manager no oye na omo di term bi ehemu to do everything say onye everything everything no omo ba meaning and explanation no everything na memu so omo be wo fufu o say omo be ya ben kwan o ana say sebi we dey manu eda seminar so say say ekoba say eda obeka je say kona couple girl bi mame na went to me and into everything no a big vague kakra afenso omo dey share agreement no as management service no collection and receivership say sikaje bia be bia obefe bia so owura no ono na ogigi sika afi ono nso no be receive inti say sika bi wa kwesi ho na say ye di ba say artist no otwen na owura Shadrach okoji say sika no ana say obi friend no midnight no say chale 100,000 bi aye ready say ono obomodi an okoji
chese ono as artist Black Sheriff no on timi ni sika bi oni hu kwan so oni bi be sika
say o chechire ni ho agreement no
okay
afenso oye third party reference say sebi say third party bi asem bi ba na ono Black Sheriff ni nipa no kan obefre manager no say farm manager no so na chese ono a esi no ban say ma chechire me hu di say me yenie ena
enti oni ontimi ni obi enko sign contract for
o kan say Jimidi na adwuma
enti manager na otumi so esa dia
exactly afa wuzu mi jiwudi wadwuma nie kona koye afa omo ye bribi aye very funny I no kire Black Sheriff ni trimopo aye papa Black Sheriff dwene ko akire kan say bribi betumi esi yo chena enti oye provision for future interests and no see se ko ba se bribi beba na ebi adodode bi beba wo baabi de be ya adodode no enko fa akire no se ko ba mu mpo se mimi kwa koye bribi a ese ye company ya me Black Sheriff eye Miami company
okay
internet say eba no saa waka say manager tobo nada uni problem say mi koye bribi a sa agreement we aye ebe hye saa de enum internet say e wo ho
checking here I'm say manager no mum company and a bit to me but only Black Sheriff ni company to representing to part check on here
Ola
well omo ye future
me person flow yen take
omo ye future interest provision wom Black Sheriff and manager no both of them no omo tie omo say bibi foforo be sia de be ya enko ye say oh bibi kwakosi bibi ba afen ye better no omo bienu no ekabo mu whether your company so they held themselves liable say oh say interest ba would ye wom so me die wom afen so or say assignment or say agreement we mini obianko ye bribia gise by your consent. Na say manager no the consent e wo mu pure. Say clause 8 or say yanko ye bribia ye be ye bia no ye beji wo consent. Na just say obu manager no pa say yamfa wachi. And no see except to loan out under artist company control and also share ho or say abia black sheriff e wo control bi wo company no mu a say mi ko ye bribia gi say abia bribia ye mea ntia no nso afen so omoma de mi hu ba ko no say mi hu bribia ye disputes and confusion about other whatever it is omoma 30 days to cure nti say niam
chese oni be siesie asem no om de be siesie asem no
say bribi ba omutu be siesie na say each party no as I say cure saade no nti say yare bi aye contract yare bi say aye konkon aye koko yare ana contract koko bi ba as I say utumi ekofa herbal ana woko hospital now cure now we share recording agreements no a real weather recording agreement aye empire any after the management.
Okay, so we Niomone Chavis consort signing, which is Shadrach, and no, I mean just as you described, no, a pure management contract.
A pure management.
But Nioni Empire, no, who described as recording contract.
The only Empire, no, started on the 2nd November, 2021.
I didn't know described as a new year recording contract. I didn't
because Empire. Any road boys and in brackets black sheriff company no omo no strict say content recording musical work omo anchire bribia fa management ho omo anye bribia fa management ho
okay
internet just say e dey di pefe say saade no omo ye because of black sheriff ninyom empire as a distributor. The object of sa agreement no omo ye no prefer say works and content no ye music no near me free muba omo be di akire into omo use the word no exploitation. Afenso uche sa agreement na they were very clear, they were very professional. Say to see no it does not include royalties. It does not include royalties because let's just say omo ye industry move for omo nim senior industry no operate omo wo omo chefa and na black sheriff nso e wo ni chefa nti anye say omo achinchim ni nse bi akoye bribi omo nso gina omo afenso clause 10 mi hu ye omo see all statements shall be binding and omo 3 years. Not just say accounting period no almost all statements I dey brewo no it shall be binding by amount 3 years sebi ubeye nhwehwemu and omo mention reputable company Deloitte and Touch for say omo say say black sheriff so tia say saade no ebe ka amano because a company no the be that level say who corner who disagree with statement bia you must bring proof. You beji sa company no now last paragraph the amede be twato who share last paragraph agreement ami hu ye no ye sign last paragraph omo ye clause for any undue influence that is willingly why na we dey pay what kind contract we would the many pay so oboawo what ya see tabs nya bibi and na wa we dey pay a signature. I can see my cancer any man Mimi points no very simple. A day kind I feel na me my personal comment wo near man so say me nkoso a bajo me to me koso
okay
me recording anyway
yeah
I feel na me person me my personal comment
I mean to your personal comment
okay number 1 enema miensa na me hu wom. There is agreement between the parties, management and recording agreements. The year ngongani said 2.5 months almost signed management agreement 18th August 2021 2nd November and almost sign recording agreement. You know. Just 2 months. 5 years management agreement it still persists. If say one kwanko ye another management agreement.
Okay.
Let us say oni Shadrako wusu management agreements no. Ewo ho. Wanko ye bribia wanko kan ho asem wan ye bribia although wushi agreements no more. Omo mention the presence of a manager.
Okay.
But the young one say wushi management agreement no. Top no a business management.
Yeah.
Inti recording agreement no a business agreement. But it is clear say
and there's a clause in the management contract I can say only third party dealer say it goes through the manager.
Exactly. And no that me ba I say what can tell me. Inti adwuma na ye manager no de no. As adwuma no call so manager no onim hwi anase oka omo ho anase e bia onim hu bi but baby adru no de ye wonum bi.
So last week brana representative ma Russia Drag Owusweji ba ha no your kind say sa recording contract no omo de be kire omo e no mo ka kire omo hwem no mo advice say emwa signing. So they were aware of it. But
the law of Estopel. Ebetimi aye adwuma. Wona oyiri de bi okodwoma no akwakoto niama. Okoto niama wi no akwakotua. Akwasi oyesa ade no akwakotua ompe asem. Afei ochina okoya koto niama 10,000. Usi ade na okoto amintua de bi. Eno se to be the court. Inti se eyampa de akwasi ken se ombodi kokyere o ma na je se the mechanism black sheriff anko shekuku ebi mu anye but or the contract you know e betrem inti se wo si o emwa na you give him the opportunity or no be take decision ana go see me boy no be one can say na then na ukwa ye dibia me ye madwuma I believe say there was no dispute. Number 2, nothing stops black sheriff from engaging in a recording agreement because agreement okoye no a recording agreement into your bet me gina baby I can say there be minimum management agreement send ya work kwesi kan no e wo ho me kan say ma cancel 5 years no e wo ho and am make provision so de be ya adodo de ba wo nso ubenya bi nti se ban say or how be beba there be we no nkwa no ye nyina ya no me pokra na medi animu me mpese obi betu sika na atwene nti e no nso wo ho. The question is that what is the role of the manager? Whether manager no were abdicating the role and now say wajipini say we the role no be ama artist no. And no penny question maybe sir. There are 2 options. That will be my last point. The first option is say the management agreement emano adododie percentage our management agreement to 20%. And I can gross no just say adwuma bia obeye biara obema me 20%. Inti se nipa no kwa ye adwuma na odi sika ebefia and the problem be anim. Inti eno de wom ni say mo amoye law no ye obebi e friend no specific performance. Waka usi meyo kona koyo. Eye simple. Inti obetumi agina kire aka say owura ya kan 20%. Inti se wakwa konya agreement bi na bribia and me 20% and no na say bisa say aso ora Shadrack no we bisa for the 20%. If say yama 35,000 na 40,000 na $10,000 aso we bisa ni sika e na yam fam mano ana say sika no esha na say sika no so e bra ye koye contract no ye consult no. Now the last one no, and he say though there was no mention of the business manager no, the business manager role has become a predicament. Ababe yo how because business manager when I say ujina ho now we business ni nyina say yakwa ye business no now we share management agreement no more there was no termination clause meaning say wa hwebu yan sheda nye termination say hey bi ba say the be terminate into the 5 years no wo ho into say business manager now wo ho na yakwa ye business no na sebi minim part I will play you know minim the ye problems is here as we complain say yakwa ye business no ene ya mananye na ono no ohun business no say ye consult no or can say ende obia mu aduru no munya mame na so si o we de emwa wo a e de no ye
okay member studio no han say and so if you know about Bekan sana utie nkomona that's the chief executive officer of Ghana Music Rights Organization bano sa contract nyom to for contract for so many years we who be actually will be paying. That's why we are then about him saying we want to get a legal perspective say emranim for no so inform de and asembisa ye busa emranim for no ewie ni say is just a straight question. Contract no a good contract and a bad contract. So ora Morris Ampao emranim ni. Okay, I think I've lost let me see. Morris Otemenka. Hello. Okay. So Yansan Kamor sample, but Yababe has a bia and Sabetimia Canana. The question no at the amano studio no hanum say what it really a nipa and in Canada. What Ola Bravo Bemuno, Ola Michael so atna say Christianas and so atna say a way say na Brana Captain Ija Abraham Casano. Na Ola Bemuna so to yes or one semi be on my be a person de bois. Ola. So the microphone ben wano me hwe se bia insa betimi aka morisi won ba idea me musa e bia bibi wa pese because obe me nam ka se there be na captain flow o wi ana e bia wa sem bi se bia so
okay should I nya sem se bia it's just more like what I was trying to put across last weekend no and I say I'm sure so right now Obia kind they will understand what I was trying to say. That first of all that was a management contract and your recording or label contract as Arnold wanted it to be. This is strictly a management contract. And yes, because me kind of back and forth, that contract doesn't even show you where the Chavez people be investing into the boy. They invest nothing. It manager there, Sebi, who bet you for manager, who many best sign at the point between decide so Charlie me best be managing beam. TDO how say me tria my na jai. Na me pay manager from. I mean it's me. Me na miss be managing. Na say me share na contract name one me. We sit down, we talk about it and let it go. But I don't understand why the Chavez guy, the PR, all go run and run talking to everybody. My dream was then I quite more pay free a day with him. Because obi na den craft. And I won't say
but yeah, and sometimes when I hear comments like this, sorry, but they are not hamikakra as a media person. When you also make comments like that, no, ayana pese obi oti se bi nkwanche bi make it. When you say oko run. So ola o friend no say omra mechichi, but you saying that momba. No,
me bacho meti hey. I'm not sitting here as a host. I'm talking here as somebody who is not hosting. You are hosting. And I'm saying, I don't get the rationale behind him. I don't get the rationale behind him going around.
Christiana's making that point. I will still disagree. I mean, I'll find it a bit of a problem because.
Okay. Find it a problem. Yeah. But I'm okay. I'll still go on with that one. I still don't get a point. Like, seriously, Captain. We share contract a brand in the Empire Kosaya. Me ntokwa bia ne de one mu management na esan yewo ti se na wa cheche me wan kwasane se wokope new manager wo no untua anything for recording. Somebody has come to pay something for recording so that you can rather go and manage the product na ye kwa recording o se menti ase
but o kan de makai we bi o menim se we betimi aboa nkomo na I'm yet to confirm this particular one but matiti bia kan bi from the camp of a black sheriff Munso. Say enyama ba ku mienu bi nso wo hono mu a na eye owurei Munso na home. And one particular thing, maybe I don't know if you've heard it. And they said there was an event almost say a booking beer when Chavis for the year. That's Ura Shadrach no year. No. They were supposed to have a certain number of people, the artists in Crawford. But they noticed that artists nipe and omumano, omubeji visa mano. And the other people no understand say almost of francophobia.
Of passengers. Tiny account of Quani.
Almost francophobia can Una describing I'm francophobia can francophobia can almost GOBia $8,000. So then I started thinking, say, so minji 20%, no. You are also uninya artist, no. Enya. Entina minji 20%, no. This is an allegation, Pacho. We are still digging into
allegation that rude boys are no aka. Omaka mubiati. Now, you also know minimum the entire behaomo. It was a contract, the chance as a manager at Franco baby. I just over catch romo.
Ola men kanasa na say o mo man for mo ntia asem na sitie say uko fanyum tuni na o fanyum tuni and captain one I'm sure so beboa uko nyum tuni kwa performing na say o de nyum tuni ni dia akoka say the artist will come with maybe a 6-man team or 6-man band. Na say o be catch artist no work was sign contract say artist will come with a 6-man band. Na echie no ba obeka chatting say okay there be one but nipa ba ko pen beko. Meanwhile the other 5 are not they has nothing to do with the artist.
No, they are part of the management team.
Which management team?
What kind baby I was say eto baby obetimi afa another company no odi na adwuma na ma no. It's when a different company odi na adwuma na mo kwa akọboa artist no. Say be wo dey come concern contract dey onya free mu no. Who they come consign contract? Do we have film?
You are being.
It's no name the company.
Yeah. Say Wapayo now they cancer no.
Oh, Debbie.
No.
I'm trying to be in the middle position. Say
Debbie, I'm man for tia
speaker Abambabin.
No, pesa I'm man for tia semna see. But the way I see here, not to say oh man for tia say.
Oh, sir.
I'm saying say artist equal. Can you imagine? It's okay. Mutia saying, Obetinam say as a panel member. Inti imagine say. Bibia bana is okay. Panel members. Esi na yeko. Like Kwasi Aboagye the panel members. Na me ko gina say bia me ko fa manfo bia wo mun ka panel no a. How do you
no that? But and I miss me say contract ne say manager no edrum pempen so bia obetimi asidi na adwuma no ama a company and I say em say group B amoma ya ama no. It's no one no say we share salaries no my manager ni din mu wan ko bio. It was CD na adwuma na ma this 4 or 5 people no mo the new company no amone artists no echo. So what I say celebrate on bakwa na adwuma ma no it's one you don't have a problem with that. Captain, you shouldn't have a problem with that.
Captain nia ola kan to say
me gidi say the ola kan no me gidi mfimfin but me nwanwa so ola kan sa me nwanwa so ola kan sa nso ola nim di o kan no wa hyeda kan kwa kan suo no na suo no nye a
say time say buapaya no de kan say
buapaya no kan de no one say I say the woman ni say communication agreement no it was totally silent. Company no betumi assigning the adwuma no say ne awoka no ama obi
exactly
aso osign ye aso or assign mo obi aso obo artist na mane but the Kwasi can say ye bedru airport no in fact sometimes you can just say ye bedru airport no yakwa kodru America na obe say ni pensie bi nso aba bedru America e wo wudi mu no nso adodode abemu awuni momu. The question is always communication. Ubehunu na artist say me yedin if say me no na enam me mpese me good and mase nti wonso ye edin na ade na ko ya allegation no and then asema ba na me gidi say me ni wonya adwin but in the norm of the
industry but only say in the same contract no Osaka say management contract Osaka say ABS ka bi bedi wo no manager ne ho na say enam artist ni tina sika ne bedi ho na on declare sika no ma artist na or 31 days to do that declaration
also 30 days
it ya say artist ne be complaining you just go to the manager me hu nkofo weni me pacho minim say sika bi ba ho me pacho declare. It's as simple as that eyamra
na hu say sika bi ba ho
na no mbe when they try to take it
they are not mere passengers related to the company.
But only the criminal, yeah. They can my enfa come and sign contract. and a man for comes in loan.
So education be near
Education even no. We say you become so desperate. No one she will be the adibia baba to any men desperation now situation now to know unya dajin kind. Now what sign said about being a baby no no empire.
Empire. This is a recording agreement.
Yes, a bit on Quenon, and I'll prepare on the Quay. But Usha contract in Munina. Yeah, Usha contract in Munina. It's not totally bad. And yet totally bad. But yet the way it's kind of wanting, me does it so ma, minya daddy the kind. And I realize it's not, and should I near a dear Bonnie Biasa. But so Omutimi who Mukase Kaya, this contract will not take 15 years. Me assure the captain.
I mean, who I can see the woman say, and I know best 6 months ago, na meet you, and I can see this. I can't say, "Bien, I'm yeah, our manager. Who is a manager?
Good
manager do no me pabocho, mamunji manu si body, but the American no meka. Managers do no be our mudi and to fuechi no. Akako ye and namfufu nianum.
Exactly.
Inti and namfufu nianum ninti. Na akwako say say we be manager we program ye hu say ya sign management agreement do one agreement be any so but as a manager no sebi me kan akwasi yawo ana say me kan no just ordinary keke me gidi say akwasi manage artist be da most of artists no eto de bia ebinom respect the intellectual property of managers omofa managers to say akwasi me na mama akwasi manager akwasi mama na ejuma me ko kebribi na akwasi friend no say na Halifax na aden na manager mama yo nti bibi na woni me dabi otumis mama manager class e kona koto pants bre me yere oti ase nti saade ni nti ama manager ushi agreement with management agreement na there was nothing about an investment.
Nothing.
It say a management agreement a manager no ni nim die ni se ni onim adwuma no and normally no managers are the people who have the network contacts na ho keka ni nim die e wo copyright music business recording akwasi minimum akwasi be say 30 years minim say akwasi akwakotra recording studio artists be air recording Sometimes they just say una open you no, but what you want na order, ubeba and opano no wabre, your managerial duty. But how many artists do really understand and respect in the idea way the singing na Michelle Black Sheriff agreement no as a record you know me who no say so bad, the term no of 15 years, but who share the term of 15 years no so there is a dispute. Say empire edi ni sika ehim na obel own rights ewa enyum no mu then don't forget that empire as a company they have rights for the copyright duration.
That's true.
And 15 years po and no sasem no yen kan empire
say no kwan so mo de ache no omo de ache
no empire no omo achichiri ade no de be ya Black Sheriff in fact agreement we ogini ho onye because omoya no pefe but the omo can say during these 15 years yani wa na ehwibom inti ya wadwini inti sika oje ye no do you realize the advance consideration akwasi minim say waka what tie advance now it is not all the money which is money coming to Black Sheriff minim say mo watch it the first advance no eneba but the others no a marketing costs based upon the budget of $35,000
and that is subject to approval from
Empire. That is subject to approval. Now that money no akwasi that is akwasi that say me this SK yan fan to ni yan fan nya marketing ni promotion na yan fa bi ntua payola ni enye se ni eno na ema bi bisa one question enya wo dia eno no ema wo direct per se but say ba no sanso Empire what is their role and what is their cost because the cost of Empire no ni say osi obeye bribi obetumi bia dia promote ade no commercially it is say osi medisike bi hiem na say sika no ye be recoup a nti ye no dey say ye dwini hu
okay tibrawa say yanko o the captain yen share management contract no na me best captain one be say obuane ati ade bi ase in the term gross income no captain so share what it entails baby a manager no be nyane 20% free no. Listing in it, also gross income shall include without limitation salaries, earnings, fees, advances, royalties, gifts, bonuses, share of profit, share of stock, partnership interest, percentages, the total amount paid for motion picture or other entertainment packages, and all other considerations earned or received directly or indirectly by either the artist or the artist assigned or by any other party on behalf of the artist.
Look at
this tall list.
This tall list, no, now can say manager no or tikoda. If say what you
watch boy now to the
what boy the issue because basically no Sebi wakwa 35,000 now 40,000
so go 10, for your 20%.
So gross percent salary. God, salary that you know royalties are count. The royalties are paid by collecting societies. It is a royalty no bar. Meaning say obeji royalty now. Not as a sort 20% no, not the amount. It is basically which is gross income now. Or more defining near me your gross income nara. So what is the beef about? And now say what terminated the relationship between Oni manager no.
No. It's you know, Browers he said I know so you are following this thing. So and then you breaking a crack.
Yeah.
So the bear will be able to say. So Captain, if you see this, na say beer, you ever say a brand here no, your work fast, no the contract will be 2. And when you see this definition, obemina sign.
Me. I feel grand na me amateur for. Because once a management agreement, a service now will render.
Service.
What you say into for services A, B, C, D, obey no. Memau sika say either busome and say minima way na normally no I can say throw light to her normally no managers no be a road managers into road managers no ejuma dodo a wo ba be ye no yes specify ejuma no eno ne ye hweso but where their gross income no or the bribia or including council or lutrot ejuma what you say me just say cancel lutrot cancel ni ya mani mo be nyina value ebebe no it just say ono ankasa no why no consult no ansana or sign his agreement no as obi man no
your consult no Wayne Chavis like Shadrach no na Shadrach no say mon sign the contract no
there be where on this Shadrach no a contract.
Okay, so Captain Niamo kan the business
business management
I know the empacho e meda ID yenim I know the yenim
why no consult no
Captain was say bizan here sir management contract no signing who be say why no consult no I know the
okay say me ni Kwasi and say me ni Arnold the cover na Arnold there but say Captain Sami enkoy na I know they say oyemidipa him fan am inside
to all kind cry no
minim say I'm not saying this as here but why you miss the pertinent question as what dey na dey buy no namfufu anuanum sometimes you can just take it say because you nyina together no inti yenko we dey yenye we dey yenye bribia akwese we dey sansan me yenko fast me gidi say one share them yenani because gross income no there a baby black sheriff
it's too much.
Ola
the last portion so
can be some round ba
okay mami the last portion
okay mami too
because empire there I'm saying nya daji man on separate and kebeboa so when they started last week we just want to finish it off it's captain the sanction and the commission okay captain under commission on point B I said notwithstanding the foregoing artist likewise agrees to pay manager in perpetuity.
Can you keep moving?
Sano matrono.
What's the enu echi do?
But one say we talk about the I say now to me won't you say but no tough
no enu echi no.
O say we no me echi no.
Wo betua me ka komi so bewu.
Say perpet me ba enu Tuesday. Me be say Kwasi but abu come perpetuity. E kopim enye say da wo bewu.
Ese wo tua me ka afi bo.
Debi enye da wo bewu. Because a wukra ni esie wukra so say be say de bia akofo be ko
afibo
adey di adwuma nko ana moya ma no this is it's sick
and nothing na me catch us say me gidi say I'm not saying that that's the correct. Me did say relationship be a dom moon terminal. Said Namfo and oh, Jack, where the idea you sign me uncle into or try signature no to. But so obisa advice pa.
So in conclusion to with this partner, I think say first of all, the boy on anything that goes against the management contract, he's not done anything bad. Wawaka and yenya yati say almost call Empire and they took the contract and brought it to you to read through. Nashe say yeah, and our advice say enye. Well, what's enye? But also call and road boys say yeah, and wako sign. 2. One could sign contract or the pay manager for or could sign contract or the pay sikadia producing when you manage it. It's in 2 different things. 3. One Samsung can't just say no contract you came. It's in business. I don't see the point of going around, talking about it because muncha contract.
Ola, sasem now can the makacho say no ye bunkum.
Bankum, right? Say the point of going around. Okay, may you on Ephraim?
Yeah,
may you on Ephraim?
Because kasa no person catch him say next time CBC near Frobia Momba. What can be?
Oh, they go the found there now.
Masa.
Now say me see black sheriff busa for some mobile, but we are having it.
Minimal country I will still have a stress.
Okay, so me person just say so komunya daji eshadini ya. Komu se boni biensi.
Me dasi waka say.
That's what I'm saying.
Me dasi.
Ka boni biensi.
Na mamemfa we tun tu dwa say. It's not so much to blame. It's not so much to blame Black Sheriff and say Shadrach.
Yeah.
Otherwise, in Kenya,
yeah.
It's about the idea you know betting fee, but when we say concentration war to justify say it's not Black Sheriff or near Bonibia.
Oh, there you.
No,
there be yes, I make
no,
from last weekend. Make us all me and no Obia. I am from so.
Yeah,
but we say yeah, young crow for the beating. I'm make us ano. We say, hold on, you're jumping by. Hey, artist, you're ungrateful. It's you say, no, see a blocky artist. I'm like, hello, can we relax?
Tia, open some microphone deal out there. Me set a platform now.
Okay.
But for another, I say, yes, I'm a full there. So, Christian and Satana say, Councillor Lucho Satana say, I know that's Asama Bedu Satana say, but Kwasi Atana Hanum say, hey, Tilly so Atana say, aha, Kwasi, yeah, me too.
Kwasi, say, who follow contract, no? Yeah, from a practitioner point of view, who say, yeah, there are violations, and it's important for us to really address those violations. The attorney say, Black Sheriff said, "There, ulama ka atu ne bo ase wa chechire mu say onye hwe onye so ina dad no dabi say o follow contract ni na okan. There are services. Many councillor acquire contract for a services. So so ya mame. And under the services now councillor by ya mame no. Enimu no na matchro mu say metua ne ka in perpetuity. Because Miss Gidi say, a Jumana council by a mamma, a soon bododo. A idea my bush ni bia to my memo, maybe I said me buy. Until Sasana tear dear. Just say, I say Jesus Christ, made them cry now, we now cry about for them or forever. Until there are services, and we need to know which services. A woman, Emma will be agree, say, I'm going to pay in perpetuity. And yet, you then we can now conclude on whether there's violation or there's no violation. Then we are matches our services way to that of Empire and see where there are dangerous clauses are. It looks because from where I sit, Mr. Abraham said the menu shemua. What it means is that Sianya Kefra, this 5 years contract between Mr. Shadrach and Black Sheriff, it will end. And it's even looking clear, class A, because where 5 years, basically 15 years Empire is still running. Until what it means is that the baby crano, it's likely that Empire may even actually manage Black Sheriff because we're basically only manager. Because we're 5 years, basically. Because it's here. So we check here contract in here. Or say. Artist engage manager as artist sole and exclusive personal manager. And those words are not.
I ain't now can't do anything because now.
Clause 4.
Clause 4, manager service.
Manager services, clause 4.
Manager service. I want them common and kasa wapa. Olema genko. Or say artist engage manager as artist sole and exclusive personal manager, representative and advisor in the entertainment industry during the term and any extensions thereof. Now, Mr. Abraham, these extensions here refers to even the current one that they have gone to sign with Empire. Yes, it's an extension.
Yeah, that's an extension or automatic crime.
It's an extension.
So I understand.
So it takes effect even to that one. That is a service. Now, Kwasi, I say, shall represent artists and act as their negotiator to fix the term governing all manner. Now, but this one, it looks like it was not drafted by a legal counsel.
No, it is. Because normally it is terms governing all manner of disposition.
Okay. Okay.
Disposition. Baby a wudi be fani adwuma bia wo be ye no.
Yeah.
Ono no bedi anim kan akoye se niama no.
Okay. Okay. So, Kwasi say o check sa kakra kra me de manu mabobo so ya. Now, we place a reference to what has happened with Empire. What it means is that this contract has got a particular exploitation right. Anamebwa.
Yeah, of course.
This contract, the other enemy, it has exploitation right to Black Sheriff career. Mebwa. Good. At the same time, too, if you read that one of the Empire, that one also has got exploitation rights. For specific content. For specific content. But regardless, it's all because we check it two contracts now. Ni Nanu is dealing with territory, Ni na dealing with no, they are dealing with universe. Empire contract is specifically talking about.
And just you read portion, I think 4A4. So 4AIV. Now, I didn't one here send you city no. And I don't know who here say be yes sign a contract yes you check it anymore because one here can you patria boom and you can exploitation so way or exploitation they can use the artist's image personality yada yada to do now so the business management contract and so says that exploit artist personality in all media and in connection therewith to approve and permit for the purpose of trade, advertising, and publicity, the use, dissemination, reproduction, or publication of all artists' intellectual property and publicity rights. So, I imagine this same clause, Empire. So, I
want to person a say specific enablement in what's our contract to is almost like 100% also contained in that of Empire. Until there's a big crash. Because what it means is that Mr. Shadrach can actually walk to any record label, Sony Music, and says, I have a product. Black Sheriff is my product. I want to sign I'm in charge of the business ABCD.
So advertising.
And I'm here, yeah. Exactly. I want to sign him for this purpose. What happened to Empire?
And the boy can also say, I don't want it.
No, you are here. You have signed. Because you have, and we'll check it. They can't sign the first.
But it's not a matter of signing. I'm saying, sir, who engaging or be in business? Then Empire and so engage you be in business. So that's where it's not even about the signing. It's a signing do so. But when you like casa, now it's be a minion or the casa for another business. So now by the time you realize that many ola ye deal because all sign another so many no deal. So that's what I'm saying. Is o crash now o can.
Yeah, there's going to be a very big crash. And when it happens like that now, the danger part of woman say, if you meet two multinationals, the two of them can just meet at their level and decide to cancelled every deal that exists within for the artists. Artists no be shut it down until your growth will be cut off. You won't have any multinational company working with you again because your background, your brand image in terms of being able, having the capacity of signing a contract, become dangerous for anybody to deal with you. We cry you discuss here, we don't even know the confidentiality clause that exists in this contract. They are empire for day. We don't even know the confidentiality clause that exists within in terms of figures and values. But as we say, figures ni na no at what they say 30,000 namha, 50,000 for all you know, there could even be confidentiality clause that says, and I've seen contract that even says, our management and principles are not discussed by third-party individuals, except parties who are within the working.
But when it's not provided for, so
there's confidentiality clause in the empire contract. So if you read the clause 13, or say confidentiality, empire. Company and artists, the parties, shall keep the terms and conditions of this agreement confidential, both during the term and thereafter, and shall not disclose any information concerning the terms and conditions of this agreement to any other person or entity. Each party may refer generally to the existence of this agreement, but shall not reveal the terms of this agreement, including but not limited to the payment provisions, other confidential information, proprietary information, business plans, business models, customers, client, technology, product, or any other information which either party identifies as confidential. Collectively, the confidential information without the prior written consent of the other party. And there's a confidentiality clause there.
Kwasi, so what so from this they are working. So that means that even a Hakwano, Black Sheriff and Empire with Road Boys, there's a violation. By the document now somewhere working. Because they even mention in specifics, say amount in quote, any money, whatever it is, the payment arrangement should even be made known. But the whole Ghana, the document in there to say. The question is, who made it available to the media for discussion? And the empire has every right to even sue Black Sheriff for this violation. That is on the debate. If that, but contract and some women road managers near the mamu. Yours, your more concern or munu because I was Jokobi. Because I was Jokobi. Oh, one Kobi. But contract is so. Obin at the man, wine at the man. It could, yes. Ntino, me per se a 2 boys here who say.
Kwasi, yes, here.
Violations be brave, akoso, but nti said the Ola. Mark atu ne boy say we ready say no why say no nya hwe no nya we na dade no. I'm saying say onto ne boy say no san share express no yie. No share express no yie. Obewu ne say at both sides ni na there's violations. As I said Sheriff because one more come asam kwai hamadwen kese pa na road managers no. Because they don't have the locus to go and sign contracts for Black Sheriff.
Kwasi, me da say
any locus.
Me da say mami man or brim na councillor so make be not for microphone na mean to you.
Yeah. First of all, it comes to me as a big surprise if anybody say Black Sheriff onye when it comes to the relation with Chavez. Big surprise. And anybody who says that and probably in Bakono who needs our experience on the 9 and share situation busada. So he or she has a luxury to say so Black Sheriff and Yashi. Especially when you provided enough evidence to show. Now before I go into that matter, per se me bisa Abraham. You watch it. I fish up. Now we're explaining say Empire deal no with Black Sheriff no a recording deal and not distribution deal.
Recording and distribution.
Okay.
Because they mentioned it.
Okay.
And then they wrote it there. It's a distributor who shared the preamble. Now.
Yes. Yes. Me only confusion no? Because in my mind I know say distribution deal a mini recording deal, but I was thinking say we no exclusively a distribution deal, and I want you to educate us in because product now say a car recording dealer, it means say as one of the recording deals, no, the label would provide the resources for the artist to record.
Yeah.
But one, I'm talking about the Empire contract, no, the product. Almost say product, no, as in the recorded material, no, a sheriff and a said so a suppose to say sheriff no enco finding on one resources no produces songs no or EP no from ra. But you don't can't what I say. So it means say answer products in the ban almost start your yet. They only start their distribution lengths when sheriff the recorded material no eba. So that recording part no and your responsibility.
You are talking in terms of Empire.
Yes, the product is there. Number one.
Yeah, but then they also provided a clause of $30,000.
Relax. What did they say they are paying
for recorders?
So will be Samuel. But you are right.
Yes.
Because you can't say that. Who share products no or provided within 30 days.
Yes.
The specific words they use there comprise of newly written and recorded.
Exactly.
Basically, when I'm just who share top now distribution.
Exactly.
It presupposes say Black Sheriff.
Yes.
They must have their money and everything to record.
That's right.
And bring the recording for distribution.
Thank you very much.
Like I say, basically, no, who share manager no, ni hona, manager no, ewo ejuma ese so yeah.
Thank you.
But the other side, the flip side, say some empire like this, who share advance money that they are giving, they are giving you to help you to do your recording. But do your recording or whatever it is and bring it to us. So,
but so man specify, and let's be very clear, because wait, advance can mean anything. ABI amount advance no because you should be working on profit. You understand? And Abraham, you know very much about say record label. I mean, you say in the mid 90s, no. A lot of record labels, no artists, no advance, and the advance, no, they are specific in the person. Yeah, they advance here. For record one here, they were not specific.
They never said even anything about it.
Exactly. So
they said they are just giving you advance.
Yes, it's being to me can't say for recording, especially when in the first paragraph, my chair will say record material until you bring the recorded material, you start your so the advance could mean anything. Say, oh, distribution deal only assigning for 3 years. Maybe can be what the amount be na for it doesn't say the amount na for record on. So the confusion between recording deal and distribution deal, we should be careful, kakra. Because in my mind and based on what I've read and what I know, this is a distribution deal.
The Empire.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a clear distribution deal.
So near recording.
And near recording deal because they've not given the person the resources to go and record.
Okay.
They're waiting for that material. Until, how you record your material, we don't care. Within 30 days, we need it. Pastor Mota say, Abraham, I don't know say wo so la. Bako ka say 20% painted what and can say management and service for all they should look out for is okay. What was saying about where 20% went, but I think that is no. I think Olatu said it. I think
Olana can
and Thomas Sumi say okay. It is a sign 5 CDs are make coach see me 20%. When I know very well say I can obit me I could sign 1 million. But oh, maybe I'm a maths nenye 5 CDs, 20% of 5 CDs, any 20% of $1 million, and then the end okay.
So they're obvious.
Yes, so for me, I think it is pedestrian for anybody to say, so, go and chase your 20%. Too pedestrian.
And yet, pedestrian, I mean, I'm a boss, I didn't. I mean, defending.
Okay, boss.
I can't say.
Okay.
One. Me can't now see what hobby I did, madam. Say, me see. The bizarre first question say, as so all koya idea no, or contactee. The manager, and I say manager no ni mo hwe.
Okay, I'll come to that point.
See, or the idea no kochire na me see. So the idea no kochire na say wo manager no to me tufu. What make us say? Debbie, idea way and quiet.
But that's what transpired.
Na say wo jai.
Na you say tunufu.
We jai.
Tunufu.
Ose don't do. Yeah, ose men.
Yeah,
ose don't do.
Yes.
But I can say you cannot do it or don't do it.
Oh,
I can say. I can say 1 minute.
No. I mean precision.
Me bisa Arnold. Would me Arnold.
Yes,
me
boss.
bisa say. Manager do what you
do. Microphone. Yeah, sorry. No, Jabba.
Bisa. Me say Obisa say. You shouldn't do it or you cannot do it. And I say, Konakoye.
I need you need.
And then I can't say, what share management deal now?
Yeah.
The services were very clear. And the manager no original painting.
That's right.
To the extent say.
That's right.
Even Black Sheriff actually with the word perpetuity.
Yeah.
What you say, ain't one country bribia or sorry ya na homachi or koya any SEO or the idea no cochre no and also we the emwawo. It be beside Kwasi said na emwawo no o si emwawo nti wa kola ko take you this year I said Debbie who to me koye sad here.
Yeah, I think that's
emwawo nti men koye. That's what
I'm just saying. Debbie it shouldn't be like I'm saying who to me Kwasi who Kwasi no see on the year call see in from America and amebo Kwasi na di na Kwasi see odi panel air call nyame ayema do mi ko America de and then am aba panel so nti mi gwa rehemu se mi su mekobi afei Kwasi ba ya osi o me pa cho yes nipa 8 no ya wo ha and o ka 1 2 3 4 5 there be 6 afei Kwasi ba ya be kan say play no say on to be in nipa 6 but eje Abraham mu odu eje na o pa kire no me mu odu say o ti ase o si Kwasi dia o be ke bia me dey yamfa manyame and I believe that was what happened say odi ade hwe we Debbie me na me manager
but Abraham the question say asema say busa on say o to me so betimi ahye na chinchin say untimi signing that we should also look for that one say
me patcho mama Kwasi me again say o to me say wunni hu kwan say untimi sign
yes no so ya dey say
what is the role of the management agreement on no sign you know e di hwe o say exclusive o say o mano o say soul won kwan ni nipa wo ye me do nkwan na me ni wo ye biribiara Kwasi sound him say oba ni be ma omutumi di do ai ma omutumi twa omusikan blade
black
covenant enti ehwa na boy no ba say makwakọ nya another girl na girl no say okay sound in the ebesie o di ase we dia no management agreement no wa share Black Sheriff kete adwuma ese so obeye wa share no kete gross revenue enti and the question no be say na me twemu abi say me add no keke say question obi say no yes but or the betray no Kwasi na akachire me nim media metia ni say yes okoto shoes man no na artist na free fie na me bisa say wakwakoye adwuma na adwuma no edisika beba na wouldn't say 1 million or 20% the 200,000 you could have stopped it you could have told the artist that you cannot sign that agreement.
That's what they did.
Or can't you say you cannot?
Of course.
Or can I say others?
No, Captain, it was not Penya personal assistant behind or say you shouldn't. One can't you?
I say you shouldn't.
Yeah.
I know bro.
No guy no
You understand? But Ola, you see, Ola, there are some words that fine when you use is okay. Okay. Sebi you. Oman penyin na do dan Kufuado. Or your executive secretary, your communication director. Or right you jina he can say no say if you president wa.
That's how you did.
I said the man became he's the one representing
Yeah.
No, he's the one representing. You can't I say he doesn't have any locus bias or kind of kind.
I just want to be sure.
No question now
no. But Captain episode who the right word I use to hear.
But me say o kind what I say omutu no fu se mo nye but one can say only who to me. Yes, that is what he said.
Yeah, but Mamucho, me too for some men yet. men quiet shouldn't can't what at the end of the day, what does it mean?
And not just before.
No.
In Emremu, no, I know Emremu. Those shall, will, can't.
I know. It comes to the meaning.
Interpretation.
Anything I'm a captain want to know the specific word.
I know. Answer now by no.
Yes, boss.
I can see me bo a certain legal term. I can see what. And I see estopel. Oh, we dem public me lawyer. But estopel no. We really sorry no pa no akwa ji bayere e wodwom. E 5 cedis. Ochira no akwa ji nyadoa. Debi na wo kwesi wakwa kotuaka. Debi obekwa goji niama no wa kotuaka. Afia na no akwa bayere ni banchi ni board ni engo ni niama ni nyina ye 10,000. Edu onu say hey, debi be de mintu yaka. Akwesi no na ni mra no. E na nti wo niam mi bisa say. Okatia no say me and signing and whatever it is, no. What action did the manager take? Because no, your manager, men signing.
So what was the manager's instruction?
No. What was the manager's reaction?
They left for the boy to return it.
To return it.
Yeah,
Nana Junior, so no can no. Or you're not. Oh, once I mean waka no. One yet.
Yeah.
Anything that me can say. What was them no so? But the immediate can how we ha me catch it out say. The relationship between the manager and Black Sheriff omo akwa ye say sebi we dey me pacho say oh mini Kwasi wo hoyi ye koye adwuma bi last year adwuma na ye koye nu Kwasi frame no say cut ye discanable me say na chichemu but one can't says enye skadu nyina na buy into between the relationship between the artist and the manager no I believe say adiana nye say manager no one share no kete say ora me ni na ye adwuma
I know the uncle anymore on say me too me ti ano da on you point here
again also I find it difficult to understand when anybody says Black Sheriff ne Road Boys Association or manya boni bia by going to sign a contract with Empire again especially when there were evidence not in front of us boss questionist every the manage the response contracts offer contractor like initially the work and we explaining what the contract should have. I will say what purpose. It's a responsibility. Two parties not more involved or various parties not more involved. Now more responsibility should be cleared out. I say what exclusivity any terms. When it comes to music contracts, terms could be duration or number of albums.
Yeah.
Yes, and then income percentage share near what exit clause. Kwasi took the time to read the management services / the responsibilities of the business manager. Patrol, we read it almost like you said, I guess, emphatic. The responsibilities of Chavez as business manager for Black Sheriff is emphatically stated in the contract. Now, when you flip it and go to the Empire one, to be chairman, say Sheriff you go there and you see channel management. You see synchronization. You see merchandising. You see brand partnership. You are virtually taking the manager Nejumano Wafa. And you are telling me, say, Onyere. It means that you are signing double contracts with different personalities. So how does anybody tell me, say, oh, Sheriff Onyere? How? Because see, if we are Chavez, me and sign contracts to actually take care of a product, market it, negotiate, supervise, and manage it. And then somebody goes and signs synchronization. Captain, probably people don't know about synchronization. And scare what synchronization, right? Big money. That's when movies, television stations, video games. Maybe I mean.
Arnold, I can see on the face of the paper, no, they are working. That is on the face of the paper. Me typical example 1992 and you were publisher producer a kuku dampa if ye ha or no na me no tifi owo ha and nipa no catch and say satan no akwa produce album no dada oye no and offer master no and also okokuma se ye bi aba offer master no di kokofredua say na obiti kofredua twen no and odi master no come no eye counselor and ayi no o say o mitie ayi no ma me copy but answer na kwa no be kono ka je kwaku so no say akwa record no yama no nyina awie baby adro no misika no asa nti ɛna ɔno nso kan sɛ mi wɔ nipa bi wɔ Koforedua a ɔsi obetumi amaye sika onim de ɔka kyerɛ no ɔka kyerɛ sɛ ɛne sɛ obetumi de akɔna ebi a obetumi aboa yɛn na yɛ twa dodoɔ ne ato asɛbi menye mi sika but ɛda asɛb no ba yɛ a yɛ ka no ɔsi ɔde adeɛ no kɔ no paper no kyerɛ sɛ me na me yɛ producer but ɔde akɔmɔ obi so on the face of the paper as you are saying we should manage no responsibilities minister Kwasi the kind adeɛ no ɔkan trademarks copyright
exploitation
and nyinara ɛsɛ sɛ manager no yɛ no ɔsoa sɛ nneɛma nan so ɛna ɔde kɔma the other person no but the key is that on the face of the paper no saa de yɛ hu ɛna yɛka is there any background bia itra me bisa o say ano dia wo kai na wo ho
yeah so na so ni ho captain the nyina discussion have based on the paper Kwasi Aboagye provide am what I say and I make sure say obi ni ho kwan so ka say sheriff na anya bone because you see synchronization merchandising brand partnership and channel management that's where the money is. That is where the chunk of the revenue a bit generating a feedback.
Is that the responsibility of the manager?
But that's why I don't care. All I know is we are dealing with what they wrote and signed. And the manager is supposed to take charge of all this.
And the manager has responsibility over this ones too.
Yes.
In his contract written.
That's what
the manager no contract of some on these things.
And I say yeah, boss. When you say manager, no more say don't let us circumnavigate and go. You can you be say Akwasi dem answer. Say ebra okoye sa ade no aso manager no ka ho ana na say manager no etu ne fo say menye the back stop there. Let's just say abi sebi I'm not there. Okoye ade no against the manager.
That is where the contention is.
That's what I'm saying. That's a violation.
Relax. That's all. Go.
The
violation. Mo na mo be coming to me nka.
That's the way the contention is. And when asema yeye ni kwekwa that's where the contention is. It's as simple as that.
Na manager na ka say na contention.
Of course.
And na one na wo kasa.
Oh, captain.
O dem be say dem say ye Arnold na kasa they say Arnold dimu tintimaya ma manager no.
Tintimaya na say anything.
Me just say who dimu as an agent or a principal and I say wuni na kan and I say wuni na ye nhihye bi and I say wo information bi wo akire because the manager no can say
oh, the captain, interest.
I'm talking more question. So, besides question, is it the person that pays for the recording?
Me Shadrach, Ben.
No, Shadrach. Maybe some general question. Maybe some general.
And your church,
maybe some general question. Dear Otia for recordings, not Black Sheriff per se. The Otia for recordings, or no, or only the rights to the rights of the music and the master, the one that pays for the recording, or no, or only the masters.
You were executive producer. Executive producer, no, most of them be financiers. Obet me the sikapudu ashe jumanum. Se sebi ni sika no the koto banker so benya interest into your benyebi. You were omo ye from publishers. Publisher no the oye ni say obefa wo nwom no na odi akọ abontin no akọhwehwe kwan obehwe no wa exploiting nwom no na di sika ba. The oya recording company no ono ade di sika ni bibia ebekọ studio no akọ record or record a master no our rights was so in fact that company is protected under the law.
Okay.
Or also company no obenye sika dododie no throughout company no lifetime.
Okay.
And 70 years after the last director bewu. It is a director no ye 10 na baku bewu after to say Adam owu 930 years. It is Adam eka company no bewu after 930. No say adododie no eba during 930 ono so be den ebedi.
Me question is say empire for entia for the recording of project a Black Sheriff be na so mo say on-call recording na say me fan say Jaffes on the Jaffes agreement no they are supposed to be in charge of the recording maybe on no on be record obetia for recording na
mami twa also ni anya no simple they are not kind no menim say
no I'm not connecting with Arnold maybe beside the question
the advance no we share advance say the audit to advance was very vague. It was very vague. But who share the purpose no product now? They were very clear. Say, for recorded work, written and recorded. So we are only presupposing and implied from where they say Black Sheriff Nekwakoye they recorded.
Okay, so then
and they mention also distributor.
Okay.
At least that term should tell everybody say Empire was syndicated say Juma Nekwakoye a distribution.
Okay.
But Ushe advance in music industry, you bet me amount advance and you're connected to the specific. What you say, oh, a Juma we are many account we are Okwakoye. The advance say so one can say advance no factor record.
Okay.
That is what it's supposed to be.
Okay, so now that Black Sheriff, Chavez, Asena, DS is to make sure that recording all those things now try no. Now Empire for Etia Black Sheriff for distribution of product, he doesn't own the right to because recording, for recording. Where does it lie now? Because
it is between Jarvis and Black Sheriff.
Not Black Sheriff.
Empire
Jarvis
came
and
in to do a business.
Okay.
To distribute. And then America said no crap pass ye beka. Apart from the another can. Another no the oye and say Osimu bam 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 bam. On person di bribia ti so ba ye road no. Mini idea or ye do straight forward. But the okano kasakwa say now we are manager. It is so better now. Yeah, so the whole thing I mimi hunu be personal and that will be my final point. They say I think that I would like to say I'll have my problem with the manager.
With the manager, why?
That's it. I have my problem with the manager.
Why?
Because the manager has a responsibility. He has everything. It is a only be signed contract 5 years. Now the SSA wo ye. Now ye the akomo obi. Now ye the paper brown. Now obet me can say ora. Say mo say idea we ya. Me manager ma catch us say me mfuaso. Immediately by no what has been his reaction? What is his response? Say oninam na ye kasa na shoe asem ni we aba. That doesn't address the specific issue.
Okay. All right. Me ma Councillor Lutret about for the last say but Ola say bisabi. Ola. So
on the issue of advance no means also there were anima nanka advance no see no nanka yenhwe say mubeti aboa matia say ya on the Empire contract no advance and advance no point C. The batch one.
I'm now opening it.
Okay.
On what?
Advance point C.
That'll be on what?
Is it a page number?
No page number.
Zoom into me.
It's under what clause? I mean, maybe a miscellaneous survivor. What?
No, I think it's the first page.
First page.
Yeah, under advance.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah.
I mean, upon execution, Empire, blah blah blah.
No, the C part in America.
C. So, if Empire exercises its option pursuant to paragraph 1,
that is where it talks about the product.
It shall pay company an advance 30. So paragraph 1 is a product.
See, if Empire exercises its option pursuant to paragraph 1, it shall pay company, that is Road Boys and the Black Sheriff, an advance of $30,000 into bracket the option advance. The option advance shall be payable half upon Empire exercising its option and half upon delivery of the option EP. If you deliver EP now, so I say a right to give you the advance.
So what is the advance for? What are they paying?
Because me in my mind, he's giving me the money because when you say
$30,000 or $15,000 in 2 years. That's why the guy last week was saying, said, so far Empire to have $15,000.
Yes.
You understand? So say 30,000.
So what it means that the advance could
one by one.
It could be an enticement fee.
It's as simple as that.
Yes, Abraham. It could be an enticement fee.
No. Please, Pacho, call B. That is where the option is.
Okay.
Pacho, let's go to B.
Under advance, right?
No, under products.
Company hereby grant Empire one irrevocable option
That is called the option.
Into bracket option. Now, pursuant to which, if exercised by Empire, company shall deliver one EP, the option EP, now consisting of master recording embodying the performance of the artist. Empire may exercise its rights in the option EP by providing written notice to company.
What's people one line? Irrevocable option.
Okay. So, so companies shall deliver. Is it that one? Empacho, is it that one?
Yeah. Companies shall deliver a minimum.
One EP. The option consisting of minimum of 7 newly written and recorded, previously unreleased and fully cleared.
This is what is happening.
Yeah.
Or see, Sebi. Look, let's be truthful here.
Thank you very much, sir.
Let's be truthful. Empire had full knowledge of the existence of the manager.
Thank you.
Empire has full knowledge. The Empire can say, hey, Bia, someone recording here maybe na mo release here.
Fabra.
What you say? Instead of say we be singles no, the abano. What me the enoba. Now what the enoba the member of 50%. So what you say? So Empire may have full knowledge of the manager. I believe say Empire will not be say a graduate may be keke, but omuni but and then make us say they are businessmen. What happened between Black Sheriff and Empire in terms of representation? Because it looks as if totally the manager was brushed aside.
Exactly. That's where the contention is.
And the manager, I don't know his reaction.
His reaction is what we are seeing. We say, "Oh, come round, saying." If you phone, also.
Councillor Lutrots, so me too.
Say, and then say, we are someone there, Nipa FM, Nayan kind say wa fuma, or bekoso afum sa. From last week, I branch and betrano. Utie Tuesday meetie, Usha be an common corner. Kamia accurate to say, Abraham can be. Now we are getting on. Best watch them as you. So, say, manager na a wohon. Nyama eseso no manager na ye no. Black Sheriff akoye. Company Black Sheriff. Any Empire echo sign ade no. Road Boys no. Road Boys business no. De di kain. Bra. Is a registered company. According to last week, their Abrantia de Kaino or Chese Road Boys, so what Varana Boys, whatever. I mean, there's a Road Boys one. Road Boys for no, company now, me call you know. Manager way, the all render services, wa register. And last week, go you and a Black Sheriff, a signatory to that company. Ni aunt, you be saying, say ni aunt, I signatory. And this service manager, I signatory. Abraham, ma jiwa boa ya company. Ya de beka adwuma no ho. Na wo de sa company na mimi wo mu no. Akwa sign bibi. Enti wo de ko ye na Black Sheriff. Wo think ko na say o five people no te ase say. Ade we mean to me nye. Without the na sign paper no. Enti o swap brand. And na kwa ne si o ka che ne say we emboa yen enti yen sign. That's what the guy said. You complete the recording.
Enti enkoye.
O si Abraham tie me. O si we emboa yen enti yen sign. And a Black Sheriff via kasa no. Company no dey ade ne for 3 company. Ono Black Sheriff. Ne anti any manager no. And I form this company no. What does it? It is a work of sign, dear Missy Menko sign. Now, dear bar, maybe I will say, manager, no bet me a Jenny portion. I'm getting confused. Is it that even though it's wrong, you can go for what, or you can still benefit, or what? How do we help the manager Who?
Have we heard from media?
No, I'm talking from what we heard from the manager.
Okay, we have heard from the manager.
Yes.
Have you also heard from Black Sheriff?
Black Sheriff boys are speaking.
It is not Black Sheriff. Who's the Black Sheriff boys?
Yes.
I'm asking you, say, you Black Sheriff nah.
Black Sheriff, you no paper no so.
You no paper no.
Yes.
You manager no. And I say manager no nipa no. And you
manager no.
And a manager no say, hano.
Pa!
Into Oba boy amani.
The boy amani. They take crata no pay.
Into the cockcourt.
Yes.
So the cockcourt.
Yes.
Oh, any sanka, any question odi ade na yira me. Say okan say odi cockcourt. In fact, me dey ye di nkomo nyina no. Akwesi ma meti ase say the ebe ya ebetumi educate amanfo.
Yes, no ka ho.
What you say? There be minim. Me just say minim say odi cockcourt. One say all along no, I have continually blamed the manager. Say manager, who jina ho ye den? Who na we coach? Team no ba 4-4-2. And so you 3-4-3-3. And so you share say na kotoko game no kono. And say we call 4-3-3. And say we 3-5-1. Now we ball one top. And now we jina ho. And assistant coach will say and now we jina as in Wenger. And now we jina and now won cash. It is a kobo game no. Na fe ye lusu ni e ba. Na the other back say there be the year can is boiling down to the manager. Some manager now can say or the assembly kokota. Let's just say when who from Swobi.
Thank you.
When who baby idea be a coach you.
Thank you.
When who say idea be assessor or yeno and now say his rights under the agreement is being infringed. And it's simple.
So Abraham, our education here is that Black Sheriff position any BBB boys, road boys. There are other people who are artists like this, who have gotten support from people like this company before Empire came. Black Sheriff position, a brand be fast aqua so. I feel to me because any hapo and Crofon common United say, boy, she. That is what means to have me. To say we are pushing the boy to a ditch.
I totally beg to differ. I'm sorry. I beg to differ. No, I mean, come asem. Na mean, come boso asem.
Okay. And yeah, na.
I know the new tears out.
Empacho, na I don't need the better to captain.
Me boso asem ne say. Sad year way. Say a year and something. Na me tie Arnold. And Arnold the mo ko ha and Arnold. What table way so about manager. Emma ye ko kan say okokan de bi about manager bi and ankrofobia and na anya adwene. Managers. Minim say Kwasi okay say anope and the first thing any make who is a manager. Hwe wo hwe ade we a wo na wo kan ye. You see business manager. But what kind the services now? Or see sole personal manager. So what is his capacity? Or your personal manager say kona kopa girl bi breme kona kofa chance breme ni ndidi and now say or your business if or no your business manager say you must stand tall to say senior or kokoti a lot of the guys who are calling themselves managers
but
okay,
I'm sure to be fair to the situation say ubusa question maybe that's a general question but in terms of this particular contract no share the services a juma as a manager into your show in terms of the role the responsibility of the manager in terms of this particular contract there we know a juma potting manager
in particular contract yes. The first thing I said was that
general question
the general thing say in fact say mobile kaya the first thing I said on this table say idea back when me depa I was okay me can say idea back when there is something on paper. There's a relationship between the manager and the artist. I must sign contract and no a year pa because in most cases there is nothing existing. But after one sign contract is the manager enforcing his rights. And they say or the court So let's see whether Obeko to the full length. And now so Obeko could room pempen so be and my mom for Obeko friends so idea we say
yes
and let the manager test the law.
Thank you. Abraham now manager now kind of 20% or say the 20% in Impono was signed at the account one my boy no because boy no financial standing and you
I know now. I say young close that topic. No.
The guy.
No. And on me pacho. Meaning say you can come against me.
No, the guy said he's doing.
No, me pacho.
It's his word against the reality.
Who's reality? Who's reality?
We can only speak to the contract, and it's not there. So why?
No, but is in the contract? You should give a 3-bedroom house.
I need a good way.
I don't know if it's true or not.
Is in the contract to give a 3-bedroom house?
We are talking about what is in the contract. Full stop.
Na contract me no 50 me 50. And maybe I'm so subject to condition no. Maybe me person me 50 no.
You are doing the wrong thing. Unim industry said they are goodwill. Nti church the mo nim. Yeah, goodwill cry ma yet me the idea no ma.
Etina make us 20 now ka so onko chin kra no. Say 20 cry goodwill.
Goodwill. And no make us say we are having one single problem. Me person and on. Be against me. One of the issues is say why should he give the 20%? You are doing work. You are doing your business. Look, the manager no ushe adwuma awaye ni niama awaye in quotes no. And he said ya chichiri contract services ni bribia no. Why do you still give? And no na artists to be feel say oh, you are not really so interested or you are not important. So let's see how far the manager can take the matter.
But you see Mpamcho Bebre 20% in Komoya Mudi. Me fi say mo do na ola wa hanum say na twetwem na wa Christians na wa. And sabi ola continuous we ya de bia me twon ba no aye. Ensem abrante en be kan no abrante en ba ha no yankofa na mfi sabi o kwanchen bia kekewo. He's the one who brought the document. He came here as a representative of Shadrach.
Okay.
He's an agent. Or your agent. And Obeka wankase or CBBia okebia no. The principal, which is Shadrach, wamani to me so anka.
Yeah, he repeated it.
Yes, he said it.
He repeated it.
And again, ukoswa or shame the 20%. At the crew any dia ekoye. So it is as if say last week in Common D ni nyina ya baller. Ya tuni negu man tin ya course so but continue. No, I'm saying that continuously you are rubbishing in some branch and kind. Oh yeah, now say oh no jina ho no ha.
Oh no. And I want for one thing and
let me tell you, I'm sorry I'm doing this. Ola, you have said this to my correct you, but you keep saying it. And I'm saying that the man came here as an agent of the principal.
Okay.
No, but the mistake you are making here is...
Me, I'm not making any mistake.
No, you are making a mistake.
I am not making mistake. You are doing...
I'm
not making any mistake.
Okay. The correction you are making here is... I'm
saying that you keep rubbishing in some of
no, but we have not rubbished anybody.
It is you. I'm saying you in particular. And I'm correcting you.
Councillors say... The guy says almost 20% and I'm saying today we are speaking to the contract. What is written? Is it in the paper that almost the 20% that's what I'm saying.
And I say that's why I'm drawing attention. It is not today we are speaking. I'm saying that in Komona Yedino, it is a total like a holistic in Komobi Ayedi, which yes shall see free baby. Any baby do baby I way. So bibia obibe biano. It is part of it. Unsa Mokasano, where a councillor was even making a mistake. And I'm surprised that Brian Busana Sembi and he kept saying the same thing. Obusana said, Black Sheriff for Akasa. Or say there be okay.
Also Akasa.
Yes, which is correct. Black Sheriff from Crawford Akasa or see there be.
There you Black Sheriff Akasa no say Akasa correct.
Mpacho. Then Obisana about say Black Sheriff from Crawford Nakasa or see Derby. But last week we played a tape here from a representative of Black Sheriff.
Oh,
so when Obisana it is like in common now.
No, say Wakasa. Or see Black Sheriff Wakasa. I'm saying in Crawford Nakasa into Wakasa. That's what I was telling him. So Wakasa. Well, they are only Socrates can Wakasa.
Socrates bay.
So
no. Last week, no.
Are you pointing to me?
No, Socrates catch me and say,
yeah.
And Kwani can say anything.
Socrates also added
yes.
To after yes.
No, but are they too public? It was personal. Why too public?
He said it in public.
You see the problem there.
Sheriff Anyen here.
Ejah Brown was not here last week, so some of these things on him. And I may the argument about let's speak to what we have here.
Yes, it's correct. He was not here, but he monitored what went on last week. Ebia never be her. Nadia and Kwasi in the real feed because we spoke with him.
Oh, no, crowd what I say I monitored everything. And so I say me kasa me bomodi and say mini facts be the ebet me abase akwesi kura kan sembi e di shema no na akwesi aye na dwen say obefa kwan bi so mama kebribi based upon the ono kan nti won say na me bisa nti I don't na me bisa I say ni crowd wakasa na de be ya wo be kase wakasa na Nigeria no so akasa de wo kan ye no
sisi are not correcting me but from I wouldn't feel say correct but niameti because ubisa no say omon kasa but sisi are no mama ati say oso kasa
see you what me cannot see you so I be the
well me can say you mati me say bisa o say 3 times and bisa and I
was saying say brush over kasa because the boys no eguso kasa e cheche nyam
ye ba olameni nsa o ba won say ni ana me ye say me pese won say enye obi a nsem ni obi a onti ase ntu kan na say one can sisu in a certain way na nipa na fa asem no sa no or the call but ni abrantie ne be kan wo hanum say na otwe mu no and I think minim say ye ne crash start is a phone so asem so came here but our record we can even play it back and this is thankfully says CCR baby a radio ni TV credo no niam e koso bia is recorded is on the internet. I'm sure say obi call even YouTube CCR they can get and he said 20% ade omo ye butai kranti I say 20% no omo anjin ni na ochechie mu enti ochechie mu ade kranti
so omo instead of chairman ho bi onu man no ni boys nti omo 3 bedroom house
enti
mo didi car crack nya accident car no we shop
cancer ochechie ni nyina mu so 20% no ade kranti a omo anjin ochechie mu so all those information say yeah can say be a captain we be specific obisa na yesu ya de na ma na say asem no you come man for ntiase that's my worry anyway
and the last week you can say boy ni so be di mega ko pacho and the captain can say nko pacho na ko court ndi okọ ba say nko pacho
a chop and wo e be sesande yin
say wo na so onya hwe
so
why do people keep doing
so
it
ye nkomo no nia bia me pese e fa fi sa de we nyina ne se oye nyumtuni oye any talent na se obi pese wo boawo one wo hye bibie mu ne keka ho a niam am de begu krata so in fact enawie captain kan bibi and let me also say say yan nim no verbal contract eno so emra yade agana yede ye adwuma nti contract na omienu se nia yede nsem a yede ano kan na ntiase aye adwuma so se we ni yede be ye adwuma eno timi dia onya dance timi ede back ya court no be gina so na eno so odi aye asem ena nia ya twere gu krata so ba se nia na captain sha se wie o kan no se ono de ni gidie wom se nia yede ano aka no eya na eto de bia mekasa mankasa in fact nia de ping ya tworo kra no hwe no kra na eno abeya asem ya edi hunkomo so can you imagine say eno de man fe ngu krata so mu kan ya keke but until on pese beye pam no twa no na eno de odi egu krata so ba ye de gu krata so a Ghana for ye pesa de no obi di ade asem di no asem eya utimi sa asem nka o de kokota upe lawyer ni bi in fact nya court kra upe lawyer ni bi na se otufu a no asha se na lawyer no ni ayebe ye ono senka lawyer kakra obeji no kakra lawyer beji ntia wan fan koma lawyer no nia la show ye di be diu no wan hwe fi ube call lawyer ho no na fi asem no asai kra ai ti se wo yade bia sha se anketenkete ye mpe check up ewo Ghana hanum say entanko because nipa na osi osika no kra bi ni honum say na masanko me nyare me tiafo bibia anya me enti afimu ni nyina nko check up onko ye nko hwese okay doctor mpacho wo de atwi mi moja na hwese bia bibia ye okay me jonso wo de hwehwe me nipaduanum se bibia ye okay na doctor hwehwe o si o liver bibia ye okay o kidney bibia ye okay enti nipa no tiwa na si ni kidney owu ani ne liver te se obeti se water form na to owu ani but bia afimu no nya sika because ye betimi de akwa akoto chofi ni pork ye pork fancy domido any e bewe but say obe pesika kakra obe ko hospital say okay munye me hu hwehwe mu sa enti se na esi ye ya ye nipadua no kra mfa nya hwe na se wo si won kofa lawyer na wenya krata he say this lawyer say if they go see am go take this amount of money enti wo na akọ sign serving Kwasi contract la show na no so ba be so asem no so be nkomo e ba be di wan say me ye share program asi Kwasi asem bebre na fa program yi so a yaka yaka ye educate in so still wo mo da so ye Kwasi asem no wo mo da so di Kwasi asem na wo mo da so di enti sa pepepe ena ende ye gusua ye dia ba be du hanum say enti media unya contractor captain o ma mi tumi ba me de betudwa o ma mi tumi ba me de betudwa ma ka kire ne se o de u free se unya bebia lawyer o de untimi lawyer be juska o de fako copyright for fako gambler office titru mu amoye anyomtefo no me ya sure say audiovisual for no kran so na bia woko asok for officer on betimi aboa ko so hwe je Abraham o ka se je Abraham in fact menya contract we na say ni say oni mpenfo de munhwem kakra ma me na mu se contract mi sign be boa me ana emboa me ana wo obi office obetimi nimdie ni difo bi obetimi aboa ni enye ne sa captain yampon ye wie wo
I mean if you say the what can you right o hwe section 49 of the law or see for the promotion of the interests of right owners.
Which of the law are you talking about?
The Copyright Act.
Okay.
What you say they can form so at least say who problem be about who contract be and every be gamro were lawyers who their fabra na sebi cry fan call my lawyers no lawyers do no omo ani gi nyoma adwuma no ho nti ebinum cry pro bono wow nti me gidi said yakwese kan no ne kwan so ano no de be ya betumi aboa wo mo
ba na me bisa bibia last week Abraham wa idea was a guy ne ka say the representative no o ka say Black Shelif any krata ne bae no onim so mu kipi o
krata ben
from the empire for contracting or they buy almost say men ma uncle no onim said they kept a copy down as evidence. What is your advice on that angle?
I don't really understand what you are saying.
Like or the document in Metro no man preno. It's to his surprise said they have a copy of that document as an evidence.
But has the contract been signed?
No, it's with Empire, yes.
With Empire,
yes.
It's been signed.
Yeah. Yes. And I guess or the bill more case men they kept it as an evidence.
Who kept it?
The business manager no.
They kept a copy.
A copy.
But why should they keep a copy?
No, that's what I'm saying that
he's a manager. And it's Saudi idea Breno. In fact, then it means that the manager has acted very wisely.
So that's what I'm saying. What's the advice?
Evidence.
Good.
Advice be any one memano.
No, the artist never.
Artist never no. Many advice be a member artist. Who and tuma who ya dey sika adwuma. Intellectual property. Advice be dey say me ma. Say intellectual property so who dim say ye japade kese na ye yi a. Odi obi kwa akoye bribi at least for contract no ko ebia nimdifo bi ho ana lawyer bi ho ana say wonni sika krampo a bo bi amane na nyahunu say adwuma bi a wo beye no it must go within the documents. Enti say metu omufo say look now we are workshop how will they come?
That's a problem. You do it
so
and let them
I know person come
yes.
here.
Yeah, me tete and even Kwasi kwa I mention say a man for sign contract phone and all that stuff. The patrol do we have something we call bad contract? Because I'm sitting down and I'm thinking, say, who would engineer a bad contract?
So
position being a would now they can say a bad contract.
So bad contract.
Yes.
May kind of from the people in the showbiz industry. So my definition of the bad contract, contract be on best sign here that will not inure to their benefit.
Okay.
Ebia edi how be omu edi omu kwa kwahye bibi mu a ohwa utumi se artist adia wa sign no ebema ni career no momu ebe kan hye ti se ni anka bia betua eno na ebia me describe. So it's on the part of the artist. Yeah,
I get it, Pam, but bibi wo hosa na. That's the question we need to find answers.
Why not? Yes. Why not?
There are bad contracts.
I'm sure sir.
No, I have read, I have seen, I have heard people actually talk about the fact that they sign bad contract. Okay. But in my mind, why? Because listen.
Okay.
Yes.
Remember, the Kwasi, businessmen be all sign contract and all prepare contract amobi, or the intention of signing to win.
Exactly, that's the point.
But
once you sign a
two-way.
Exactly.
A two-way contract signing is a two-way.
Boss.
Artist no wants to win. Then the person to businessman also wants to win. To check here. Contract.
Debatable. Because you see. Yes, because can you imagine?
So if you fail to get a legal counsel to give you a proper interpretation, and you sign and later something, then it is your fault.
So Arnold,
it's subjective.
That's the point. Metenia, o can I say?
Yes.
Arnold Metenia, can I say?
Yes.
And your lady can say, you see. Osnata so nipa be 100 onkoye obi aba be describe saying it here.
Yes.
So baby a wugina no.
And now what debate me
But I am saying that program where I
yes.
Ejina homa we boa
the other side.
Yes, we are not really helping. We care about the business, the investor. But I'm saying that at this particular moment, we care more about the talents. Enti we nia nkomo ID na no ejina said DNA bit me ya boa talents no.
Yeah,
and to Usha, we've not really said so much about investor. Maybe one day we also will do a discussion
about the investors.
Investors. I be on some count my concept. And over Kaya, Bem say a na me count bit say. And you remember say I even mentioned Obiti say continue soon ma a ajikut soon
yes.
And no Jomensa sapon. And in Yakuku Jesunia ma Bahima. Yes, idea to fue, but so if you also get them, but now dear, the back contract is
on the other side.
Yeah.
No, but me I don't again me G2 say subjective. It be original bit like I say a bad contract. But me I won't classify any contract as bad contract. Because
that is true.
Yes.
Because you are not a party.
Not because I'm not a party. How am I not a party? Because see, send me an investor who is my prized asset in the contract. It's not the artist. If the artist doesn't win, how do I win?
So you have a position as an investor.
Yes, and besides.
But we are not talking about the investor now. It is the other side.
Yes, but I'm saying, say, a bear me ding. Say me classify. See, the only reason I'll bet me I can say, classify a contract as bad.
Ghana, we sign contract that we say this is a bad contract. There no be a baby trim na and when him say to me sign a contract.
No, not me baho. It means say a party back responsibilities. No, when leave it up to. That's when you can. No. Kwasi,
Arnold, it's not about the responsibility.
Oh, me see, because you do not expect me to pump in $100 million and give you 80%. For what reason?
No,
you say because you are getting 20 it's a bad contract for you.
You sign a contract. What sign a contract? A contract no. A cool more than say be you ye.
No, it depends on how you say it. Because me my pumping $100 million in the way up. Me apart from performance rights, I will exclusive to you. No, that can you say magic.
Okay. I can see. What's in contract? 100%.
Ghana sign power agreement.
99%.
Power agreement. I be a usual.
And because responsibilities now enshrined the contract, and somebody is not living up to it. Then you can say,
and I'm saying, I totally beg to. I disagree.
No problem.
when are we investor?
Yes,
of course, I stand with you as an investor. You want your benefits.
Yes.
Into benefit 100%. Me, Council Luttrell sign 99.1%. We need to be what I say, I will benefit. Because as an investor, no, maybe they pay a merry couple music content. What I say, and no, you benefit to you as an investor,
and it's a good contract for you.
And it's a good contract for you. But
it's a good contract for you too.
No,
why is it a good contract for you?
It is not a good contract for me because I know. Exactly. Okay, I know. The American say. Aggressive patch with the one. Mini voice, mini bribia. Yes. Fauzi kanu kotonyum.
Simple.
Fauzi kanu kotonyum. Fauzi kanu kotonyum.
Simple.
So there are contracts. No, there have been contracts right at the time I'm work copyright. Obi. So me body penny din chrewa. And na odi here because work no. Some may not feel say big work and immediately he wrote an agreement selling all his rights.
But I not do him more kakra.
No one
because I not person catch him say who contract be a you know this is a contract. You know say
it can be business said in wedding area.
You know talent have gone to sign contract that have actually kill their even talent.
Send the degree.
It's not
so that's a bad contract.
And yeah, but one was said
no, it's not baby. It depends on where you are standing. It's very subjective.
This dial is hot. Stay tuned.
Best radio.
News on your number one station.
It's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over. Only on your favorite station.
With your favorite station.
Peace FM. One with TV way, a smart 8K. Netflix, it's on YouTube, and I feel so going. And you're sending boss to be going. Come up, young Conquer promo. It's a more price, no, easy. Oh, machine way, a energy saving. It's on keeping me normal fresh, side by side. Fridge ni, freezer susuni. Now we man told, come young Conquer promo. We told TV no at easy price. And you do so check. Wow! Come from young Conquer promo. I was a phone if you crab with 6 burner gas oven. Nebo for 4. We told any assigned chairman. Rice cooker. Come from Attitude Home Appliances. So now check the other baby. When you blender, when you kettle, but send you microwave oven. Come from young Conquer promo. I say wakoto angamo. Nyacho bankuni na akamo. Chocho focho. Biani ede. Kushegu, Ajimada, service idea.
Fresesia 0500 000 105 and 0500 000 106. Na car farm dear, aye dankasa.
Peace FM.
This dial is hot. Stay tuned.
Best radio.
News on your number one station.
Yedaya Eja Abraham Ajete of Ghana Music Rights Organization. And then on the 9 sequence of crowd called Miss Bell, Nipa pay ye in action. So just in case they be a riff, ya make out say ne and Miss Bell ye Nipa pay ye. Makai won't you want qua? Man, yes, and your riff be a. Miss Bell, Makai Womunina say we papa ye no a basso. Was he were ye no forecourt of Bell Kids Playground. Malam Bawe. Julie Katz. And then Miss Bell Yen Papa ye Alaji Ibrahim A. Amwa. And Yanko support to Miss Bell. Na adie bia me hu ye minim say ya na menua peni nyumtuni ya no mpesa adie no ba we ye beka ye de sha manfo nkran yo anyumtufo no mo fat mo talent no we bia actor actress we anyumtuni cash no basa na se mudi di nsem hu sa kojo antwi nyumtuni sisi a we bia fuel station Tom Petro. Kaso onum say nti me ba be kirem sa filling station udu onum say na pe fuel ato a. O kaso akwan no so honum say. Enyum to adwuma no yes ni onya wo mu bi no. Won so de aya de papa. O de bue fuel station. Na sense de petrol bo no tim say akoshoro pa akoshoro nti yes. Enti se unam kaso akwan no so na se hu fuel station bi a o matro Torrid fuel station na Torrid e kaso a Crispo City honum se ya kodwentwi filling station no ya monto fuel no bi ho no onya cash enra no mu bia no wa shase e be 15 years ago nkakra wetimi awie sa what the type papa si when you are ebebem enti ya makodwe ntitrin kwan so Torrid fuel station Kaswa Crispo City entertainment review make out say Kafa mama dama na woti enka wie na Shatawale ensuni medical se wenra wa mu bo show Ohio Columbus. I've seen some of the videos and you're bad cry almost you are more koto Sakodi and Senra wani a composer see one some perform in London UK Ghana nyum to for no to see their tono sa pepe sana say kono watch na kidi ni Kwame Eugene Wamu wa ye O2 Indigo. Wamu si ticket no sisi ade am si ato ticket ni na. Yada ma say. On support to am. Na ba ku bia me hu ye nso de. Yasi beka papa ni ho abasem. Beka nyumtuni. Wati? Beka's father in hot soup as police chase him for allegedly sexually assaulting female worker. Stories online. Just wakwako since your baby ana let's see akwako we police station crowd sir Okay, so Yantoaso, Yanko and him, our entertainment review show. Breno, na issue see, senior CIA. Na, me brobro nsembi so ha no se minim se bia mote kodwantwi fuel station a wabie baako enu so di akotene mframa me se beka ne papa issue bia baako se na minim se wehu akenkan bia online na Shatawale so ni so am koto enu na so perform in Columbus, Ohio. Me who videos ni bia nya bad. I don't know if you've seen it. Sako di Anthony composers and UK. Tilly.
I comment on Shatawale Mudia because I'm going to say follow kakra.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so far what I've seen, me are very excited about it because then.
Okay, microphone.
Oh. Oma anya ne senya kidi ne kwame de oma announce the dada. It's like omo de na empofrem we nim say ombeko oma kade but we didn't see the steps no omo take we just saw say omo to play jet so I say they are moving towards it but I think I mean Ghana, how we have for some reason we've talked down on the branch Shatawale itself, so or no there or your local audience and or no Ghana ninja no yeah. I mean or person or yeah big in Ghana. But then what we saw yesterday and the videos I've seen, it means that whether they are Ghanaians out there or not, or foreigners, grandpa, there is a large market and our market for how omu consume Shatawale outside of Ghana, and I think that is very applaudable. And I don't know, but something about Omu relationship, which is medical and Shatawale relationship, I'm hoping that it lasts very long because it looks like aside kissing there's a lot of business running around it, and I think that should hold the friendship for some time too. That is, I think, what I've seen so far. But Michelle don't name the full details of turn on mo kono say promoter na ni omo na mo ana say omo ana omo champion am for shows so because me who so be tweet say they won't be surprised to see Shatawale on the video stage. I don't know what is happening.
This week there was this one making photos be me who photos be me who about Shatta and things medical in supposedly a private jet. Right?
Yes, and this week when I make us omo de no and say that omo can no omo free jail buy and omo can say oh on be tour and now on saso ka say Nigeria for crown na as a tia for Netoni and ade, but I didn't know that it will be this immediate one because omo date we didn't know say be this immediate and I so aye ade a say omo beya ato so in different parts omo announce baby omo I don't know, like it's too saddening to me. They mean say ebia obi na ye show na they get to jump on it or they have a promoter who did all of that for them. They are just going along with the promoter. Whatever the case, it's a big deal. I like what I'm seeing. Omungu so no munye juma whatever side job they have to do aside omonya kan linear ke juma no ho.
Okay, all right. I know meaning quickly where they just touch and go. Shatawale and America in Columbus could to the American fuel station or Bakwa, and also I've just spotted it. I think I've seen Modern Ghana. The source is actually Modern Ghana. This Miss Bell is a Vidiana Miss Bell. Bakubi Abuba Mutese Becca ne papa issue. Which one did I touch on again? Yeah.
The issue bang.
What's it?
Issue bang.
Yeah, I know.
Becca papa
no. So I think it was this week that Modern Ghana published this particular story, and I've seen Ghana celebrities also has done, but the source is actually Modern Ghana.
Okay.
And says Becca's father in hot soup as police chase him for allegedly sexually assaulting female worker. And so the case I understand is before Ministry's police station. I'm so honor you say about you and call complaint.
Yeah, artists no and wada. Artists no or drain no.
Oh, you don't go there. You.
No, I know. I'm only.
You are best in writing like
no,
that.
I know. That's something can you. Artists no, I cannot de wada.
Yeah.
But because of the positioning, any industrial community no, bibia fan who be no, newsworthy. I can't know my circumstance. I bet I can fan hobeng. I found no any jumoye any brand and hobeng. But you see, industry no woman no, and the preface anya maiba. It's in the papa allegedly. Akoi bibi ntia. Share headline because Becca's dad. That's the one of the evils of the industry. I remember say Obekaya. I don't know, Nicki Minaj and the brother, echo molesty or so called rape, and also no, you understand. So, a nema else kakana war industry no more and a nema and I don't blame modern Ghana any Ghana celebrities because over the years in the Becca Papa, I are very prominent in Becca Nicaria, especially when you come to or Nikki Kibans and issue by and Papa Jinemupa and they're all over the place. So, I'm not bashing guys, no blogs or say website for my story, and it comes with a job. But what I'm saying is, artists need there, and Canadian can find no, but because of industry no community no, and a cover. Me like come here story, and I will do the same, headline. Becca's dad, because of course, Becca a friend saying attractive way, no, or no be catchy, be my man for ready. Clickbait, of course, and the normal Daily Mail compare their sensor, TMZ young compare their sensor. It's normal. No, my member could join you. Name for the fueling station, Torrid.
At least that's Niami Hunu. That's how I can pronounce it.
Torrid meaning difficult too. I bet me to Tony. But big ups to. One time, I think a couple of weeks ago, a discussion be on how our artists need be and I said, say, the same industry, you have the likes of Kojwenchi, Amachi Dede, Daddy Lumba, and a few others are. To the point where business-wise, you're well to do, and you wonder where how do we able to manage their resources? Being so no alpha so I think Kojwenchi I am one kakra. Minim say ABA. When na one obey pa. The other business the one. Here in your public. You correct me if I'm wrong. This is the first time we say all business venture be.
This one no. Say baby a copy ni say. And many could do in common. Say ono no ye post on social media.
Okay.
And run no mobile. And no could jina hon say no try picture. And na all catch a man for so fuel bo for man so Torrid fuel station or che baby or and na Ghana we puafa. And their story. So now the other people have also taken it, so it's going. Yeah.
So like I'm saying, then my observation is right because the business venture say, well, the only one of course a radio station. So when they'll be would know say could join to their former Breeze FM. I don't know what is this now.
Yeah.
It is. I think
it's still Breeze. What I say. And can very open when it comes to the business ventures. So, but of course, we have fueling station. One who did Robia fans of Kojo number 5 they will go past there and go and buy.
Sure.
So it's necessary to obey who did it. Now I mean Wally in medical based on the who's and power say about my basso. I'm surprised Natalie can say Wally local champion. As
of course, teasing bits,
on your local champion from way 2013 on the Bulldog America ball. I mean he has a lot of following Ewa Broche.
But minim se muhu ya. I saw some of these postings and I think there was one person who posted something. I don't want to mention his name, but it's online. I'm sure more will say, I'm disappointed. The show is taking place at my backyard. The place is too small for a big artist like Shatawale. So,
no, are they place in a funny person?
And me who I saw some of the video. Na me who I think was posted by Shatta himself also. On I don't know whether it was Instagram or Twitter, one of them. And how now mo perform no. It is just like Niami who said Sakodi any composers. So I don't see why. And sometimes there's
when is supposed no.
That's what I'm saying. Me person me body. Me person me body na man for be ko benya more clicks.
But it, I mean it's also on Shatter's page.
Which one?
And I may share.
No,
Ohio,
Ohio,
Yeah.
So
No,
why
but-
is he saying it's a small place?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Sir. I've seen the venue. The venue is not that small, and I think sir, it looks like a venue. Meaning, but it looks like a venue. Cry a Amachikobo, Columbus, Ohio. I'm saying, it looks like that.
I say for 300. Don't Eka.
I say fine.
Also for 300.
Okay.
But you see, say 300 though, say 100 though, say 50 though. The most important thing is
So
say
you can't do a clap tour.
I am
It is so
Well, say why am Saka
Put me a
300
clap
no nanko kwa. Can you see a news?
What do you mean a clap tour?
Oh, but just say
What do you mean a clap tour?
exactly.
They do it.
They do clap tour. They say 300 though. It was full.
sold out.
You understand? It was sold out. Since he played to an audience. They enjoy themselves. What you say? Big ups to the promoter. A couple of weeks ago, now what YouTube and they come about privileges are artists ninya private jets in the KK account. And I remember Budo can say, and I make say, so artists know a certain value are. The other to promote an NBA, not to promote the resources obey. And because se promote in the resources to provide private jet.
Yeah.
You understand? So once all resources in the show value say Shatawale medical they deserve private jet. Or the mom. What I say, and the level of brand they deserve private jet. What I say, it is a promoter no who value no bit me for don't kwandia. Why not? And for me, I think it's a big ups to Shatawale medical, and especially the promoter. Usually, I need the promoter not to change because when you know a promoter in Ejuma, ensuring say because Etilika saw no one thing the promoter was working.
Yeah.
I think I saw a poster.
Me, I saw posters.
I'm on listed.
Yes, but
yes.
But no air compare noise the likes of Kid in the days to the event. You understand? It means the promoter was working, ensuring say the show be marketed enough for that 300 to be filled. And for me, big ups to Wale, big ups to Medical. I'm about more promoter especially. I mean, so I'm Wale when you're private jet. No affiliate auditorium hall.
Promoter, Otimi invest on a dream say,
yeah,
or see a bonabaso.
And I'm making because seriously, serious, yeah.
Say Nipani 200 crown also discussion man.
Yeah,
you be bonabaso.
Some rented private jet.
Some rented bra. And you be mudia taxi near the Bevango free airport to know.
They are also sold out.
No, no, it's not what you think.
Okay.
Oh, baby, I'm the many share.
Okay.
Every mood I'm the taxi in the Bevango free airport. It's sold out. On back on our car, say Honisano. I don't know the definition for Sadia anyway, but video now, yes, you know. I mean, it's quite a very interesting number and a coin, you know. And if they enjoy themselves, they pay good money, they enjoy themselves. That's good. But it's good, say. Yanti who they be announced in Paco.
Yeah.
It means so Paco now or share chain also on a strategy. Na or no working amongst the people that are much closer to the events grounds, you know, and they have filled it a year or see the next part, you know, the next place here DC. Omunko feel it, Senipa 10 cra, Munko Bomra, sold out. Yes, Sabi, Obi sold out, baby. Funny parts and sit at 20,000 and say, Obi sold out 800. Everybody is sold out. So let's sold out and go.
Councillor, issues no there na bia.
Bacho, baby, me fair feet before Shatawale gave me Muko boy. Once the moral state of the artist is very important. And how far back up a pan come here DA. And I send a story now. Unse before Shatawale be kono. Obekaya. The Edikai Andy and the Dusty hits. Na the banner mama, baby mama, Shatamichi. Eko can't send be wo so you're responsible. Eko sa ne weird when ya no ye be hwa no ko. Tabo tu akwa na send mama si oda kem. You understand where I'm coming from? So like sana ano they can. Shatawale talk am ni mani maame a ebe public ebe ka honsem. Enti sanso na ni maame ko di nkomo we bi na nkwa ebe ka honsem. But I'm very very happy say regardless of all these backlashes in sema kokoso no. Ya ti asem de if you shatter any medical ho aba. Omuto no almost when cry private just no mutre mu cry no. And no cry keke no. Another laudable thing. What must say? Because ye artist ni kwa yembuon ye kan kwa yembuon bra encrophobia eni obuo emma content developers na me kan Ghana ha titiri no yembu actor obi a acte yembu ni ye bia obi a tonyum yembu ni ye bia yan adwuma ye entertainment planet de yembu eye bi ma dwen se adwuma na ye no bia betima ye mama sa to maintain a brand, to keep a name, to go to such a extent. Say Shatamu call ye grab me share on Instagram say wow. We got Bema to even feel 15 people in out of your country. 15. Shatai Tilimu groupie Shata Philly Stadium gra. Also a basin grafaba. Naka wan ba ho nante here. Eti Shata wa yako. Obi twa post ni ba kwa se enye Shata nti na grafaba na me nti na grafaba. As it is Shata wale no. No kokogba gia mi ba nya hwe gama no osmo ne dia me kan se nyame hira won omunchin 300 yi omuntumi bra fom 150 omunko fom 50 omunwie ni 40 dia be sia ne se omako sold out any see sold out yi kwabra last week ye kai na ye kan wasem dede no kura ne se ya ye di shata chi ne te se bibi kakra bi si but it's not that loud like the other ones that are happening. All of them are artists. Kwame Eugene, my friend, Kiddy. Hey, Masa, omunyina Ghanaian artists o. Eti omunyina di omunyina nyame nto omuachi. Onfo omunko, no mu feel sa. So I take that thing fine. And yeah writers no so ye try dey fa ye nkrofo no ho no. E no kra yetimi tro. But etodi bi so ye so ye nhwe se nkrofo na ye be bata nkrofo no ho no. A reminded career, a good career, a building career, and now a shemi career. Me DNA Sanya Mianity, Shatawale the medical team, Nitili can be said, or shall say, Becco anyone now. Me pa body say, Nami ye dimage or cancer, or the Shata only wine and nam sat says, and I went with the ATR egu. I was just trying to see only one I say.
Militants.
The militant boys, no, you to remember.
Why you do my fitting them era sound taking over but you
can't compare the militants. These are touch and go stories.
Okay. And touch and go ham kase so na kase omo dey black together yi ebeko anim enti shata munko
okay
thicker than blood enti deeper than blood enko anim
me da say
fami jumu so dey enko anim
me da say questions
bra
yeah
because it's always different being an event organizer and being a publicist. You are not involved with event organizing. So we event organizer, you really appreciate some of these events being organized around, and that you won't sit anywhere and rubbish say will be event in a NIPA 20 and a NIPA 15 especially in a foreign land. Abuchi, Kwasi, Abuchi there, we show. No one need 100 bar. A successful. I am telling you, London, because Abrochino, our event into the ban about you. Or Cobon and nursing be 12 hours and 14 hours. You know what you drink. And you want to ban Abrochi. You know now to have a ticket man for free Ghana Mrabuchi. No, I bet transfer between Shatawali. Into we event our Abrochi. Utumi nipa 200. Utumi nipa 300. They said they can. And I watched the video on Don's phone. It's a normal theater, a prescribed standard event hall. You bet me. So I have crowd conference National Theater. They have two halls. But if you think that you can accommodate nipa 500, is there? Ombe biyama mwaye no. If you say we need pay banso nipa 2,000, you may be no so about more. Better. Me maka. Better say oberenti hall. Ebe for nipa 500. Oka kitwe bi wa fele wetume tuetu anwoka. Sense obakofa hall 10,000 seater. Na ye betro camera. Na fe nipa wedem ho ina 60. And for so nyasa bene who are you impressing? You are impressing your own pocket. I don't. You are depressing your own pocket. You baby no anadwo obi akoda no. Wo na wo da them and I walk and ceiling. Baby, I'll bet me at the betting 12 o'clock. A car yeba down. So let's encourage one more. And I saw it and it's good. Sa platform so mo ye. So much me twaswa ebo ni pa 300. Ebo ni pa 300. Do you know say sa enketenkete no sa na latafo no start yawo. Ah ne wo do land na omutumi sell O2 no. Obo Birmingham. Oko nipa 500. Obo Manchester. Wako nipa 300. Wako bo Northampton. Wako nipa 200. No abebo London. Kakra sa then they knows Davido can do this. He sa do time no about 20,000. Sa nipa 500 now about around 200 no about around. Obia when the performance pain. Also, Charlie, this guy came to Birmingham. He was massive. Said no about O2 there. Let me go and watch. A part of the strategy as event organizer. A part of the strategy for the artists. Until let's give them the support. So when Bokwan and Nipa 50 crown a choir, there was performance. Tilly, performance and control. There was a dance and there was a music. So what is our problem? What is the problem for the watchman? Question about you play the song.
Made us say, yeah, Ola.
I'm saying event organizer. No, I'm saying they've been doing it for a while.
Okay.
I think the last year in America as well for Independence Party year.
Right.
So I think this is the first time Shatta is being put on. Yeah.
All right. May I say, your time, no, we had a lot of issues we're going to look at. And I think that Mimeki promised me last week. I saw a post, a comment on your live stream. No, my attention has been drawn to something. I think, luckily, I had the voice clip in Tibet meeting. Sembaka last week, I think I made a promise that we'll talk about Sarkodie Akon issue. It looks people want to hear more comment on that particular Kelly J space. And come on, on Twitter and come be a course so a brand here be Kelly J one Akon edin komo na oma man for kwan akonya man for bisa nsem so obi bisa asem baako efa Sarkodie ho so we're going to touch on that particular one. There was an issue we have to look at on tourism as well. The way I story it here, I'm sure say story the way it here, you can see a bit in common. Yent me cry, anyone I'm saying. Mobeka last week, I touched on that particular one to say ibedi a home common. It is Bibia Honorable Kennedy Japan, the member of Parliament for Asin Central, waka about tourism. We have the clip, we'll play it, then we'll get before adventure, but I'm not sure we can do that particular one here today. So, and Bamjo, so NFNA Akon, Diana, we should do Akon, right?
That's if last week, you know, okay, so by Sarkodie anyway, you know,
okay. So we'll do Akon Sarkodie. Before that, let's enjoy this one here. I just want to play this one. Na Yamfan Seto Kakra. Maybe.
FM.
Okay, move on, Chemi. Yes, Calvin Boy, you mentioned just because the sound was not that good, but yemra na yemeti and come on, senior Sikoye. I'm hoping that this time around, voice clip yambebe, the sound will be better. Let's hope so. So yenti Brana Kalije on Twitter. On Kalije space one amount for ebusa Akon and some question back by a fat nyumtuni sakodi ho yenti en common say city na yembra studio hanum say na yembeji adwenche bi. So let's go.
Okay, I back in the day I had a rumor of you signing an artist. I don't know if you know, Sarkodie is one of the biggest artists in Ghana right now, and we had a rumor about you signing him or something like that. Can you just to us what happened over there and if it was true?
Yeah, it was actually true. Sarkodie was the first artist that we signed out of Ghana. My brother Babs actually was dealing with him on a day-to-day basis. But at the time, it was one of them situations where when you signed African artists, you really didn't have full control over them. It was just the only thing that stopped you between the two of you guys that connected you was a piece of paper. So it would be up to the artist to say, okay, we have a contract, let's honor it, let's move it. But unfortunately, at that time, Africa really didn't have a system, you know, and Sarkodie just moved a certain way that I think that just wasn't quite where we were going with it because we had plans to make them so much bigger. But I think at the time, his agenda was more focusing on Ghana, which was actually, it worked for him, you know, at the time it did. But I think that it was a plan that, and it could, I mean, it's arguably or arguably not, but I know for sure, had he followed our plan, he would have been a global artist, without a doubt. But in a very short time, we realized that we really couldn't work with him yet because he just wasn't mentally ready to go on that level. So we didn't really, you know, we just allowed him to continue moving the way he was moving. Because unfortunately, when you have an artist and you can't really control the artist or you can't control the asset to him, it's hard to you to do what you need to do with him if you don't have control over him. And I don't know if it was him specifically or the team that he had around him at that time, but it was just very difficult to get certain things done with the communication that we were getting with his team at that time. So we wasn't able to really, he's one of the artists that I always say he's the artist that got away, because I feel like he had one of the, you know, his talent was unbelievable. And at the time when we grabbed him, it was at the very early stages. So he really could have been a huge poster boy to everything that we were doing. But regardless of what was happening on that end in Ghana, I did everything I needed to do in the U.S., with or without the connection, because I needed to see him make it. So everything that I could push or every button that I can press on this end to give him an easier path to make it in the U.S., I definitely did it. And I think it all worked out because he ended up getting the BET award for it. So it worked out.
Okay, so as in Bisa Koma Akon and Abama Sarkodie and Akon Oche are the Corinthians. Obi Bisa said, Yenyan and TSA Brabia Chim o signing a Sarkodie or convict no. So I say, oh yeah, no credit. Yes, signing no. Na and Yamanang said that uncle ye between Yanis Sarkodie. Na yenim at that time no na I say ebibrem no system no nsheda enye adwuma o sign artists na untimi nya control over the artists nti enyama nsheda ankoyi papa between yene Sarkodie, that's Akon or kind of sound or ni Sarkodie sign contract na nsheda ankoyi papa amfa ma omo nti ekowie chie no na I say Sarkodie so attention e wo like Ghana ni focus ni agenda ni nyina I say gina Ghana so enti eniama nkoye between omo ene Sarkodie enti na say wo mu jai no bia ekọ ne kwan enti sa ana ya Akon wocheche mu yambra studio no hanu se na yanji kakra ola mensa se fuse
na brofuna no kan na sa e baby say Giza o share na the bar because if you be brofuna you be breaking it down
you say brofo
but way you know there e kon say anyone at Africa na say how go but
now they my body tougher one to say me body tougher. Oh come on
but the impression I was more like say or say Sarkodie wasn't maybe psychologically ready to be a global artist, but me tie bro for na man TBB sir, so I'm confused. Bra, mami piano na start here. Okay, I don't know. But well, I think say nipa yini. Ebi at that time na omudi sankita wudi no maybe na sakude focus no was a bit different. But one thing that me then say I'm pass wajia to say I'm pass almost signing no. That's one thing I think say one making it clear me there because yeah no phone be no mujin say be na no krena hype and all those things that near titin or billion, but it's good to admit it. That's number 2. I also think say ABA and then anka ekon ye na just so sane sakudia. I think say the approach will be different and the response will be different because nipenyini we develop. Say brand na be so big to the extent that I think whatever was on the table at that time it be increased this time. 2, minim adia eko 3 sorry minim adia ekon hu no sakude huntia when they decided to do an African label or something, they decided to sign him or wanted to sign him. Maybe they saw a future in him, but maybe it was the wrong time for him to also be on that label. So maybe this is how I understand the whole thing. So okay, maybe at that time no, he didn't feel that this is what he wanted to do, but now I think he will sign and they'll be proud say almost signing but for no them say them tia
but some be your kind me some dia simbisa. At that time it's like Africa we didn't have a system. He said that at that time Africa we didn't have a system.
That's not true. What was that time? Okay, yeah.
But I'm sure say Oti so kind.
Yeah, yes,
if we didn't have a system.
What does it mean by a system?
Yeah.
No, he made it clear.
Say contract is a manner.
No, he made
no, he said, I'm saying that what say Africa we didn't have a system.
But we only have paper.
Yeah. Yeah, any system say, yeah, what system what is one? The system men will pay.
Yeah.
Let's be fair to him.
Okay, so system and structures.
Kwasi,
that's
what
which we have said here before.
When they are no correct.
Say system and structures.
And yeah, Juma NCP. But a year Juma be NCP. Yam friend on count.
Samba a year Juma.
A year Juma ba NCP.
So question and so take over. Okay.
The entire makers say I'm trying to let's be fair to him. Yeah, system and structures. Until recently, boom play no woman at that dinner. How many years? It's just been quite recently. And as an investor, baby, or no fee, or heard the amount of investment as at that time, or person or year was called the Abrabomuna, he will need to be guaranteed, baby, will be to many secret free. Until say, or any statistics, no checking on who say, I'm putting $1 million. I don't have the strength to pull that money in 1 year. He is right to say systems no. And you're fertile and fair as Akon as a business person. And this is a fact. Yen ucheke yen nekraya ye say ye drew kanye muya ye PA fruit red light miya and your man so green ya. Yen still your numbers in terms of our earnings from YouTube to even at compare crowd from Ahanu Nigeria. We check how much we are even gaining from a boom play your streams here. We are still lacking behind. Your numbers, Nekwano, is still not too exciting for investor confidence. But we believe, sir, a working in progress. Yet me this conscious effort not to us a push here. You bet me as solidified grounds by adding more global penetration in terms of country to country and they say they are presence in UK, presence in US, presence gradually no because it's going to make a big sense.
So there's a part of concept. So I don't know, sir, if it was the artist or the people surrounding him. Me say you share honum say question I mean busa said asemu a work near the county I don't know whether the people surrounding him or the artist. So a Kwasi said Akon entimi hu say ye na anye yie twaka omne sakode no mo ye na anye yie no ontimi hu say eyo no as nyumtuni na manfo na oni omo ye adwuma no e na ammoa ma anye yie. And putting it in another perspective say ufri say we ye yie sakode de ne ye yie would have opened maybe more doors for other Ghanaian artists and even people from Africa.
Kwasi, we'll call them. I will level it at his door. Say, Ninkro for na trying to where and possibly reporter or Modebano wasn't maybe credible enough to allow him, go ahead with the contract. And yet, from SAC, because I called there, at that time, no, or a young guy, or opportunity to say the end, Sheriff Muslim Science and 15 years, a $30,000 contract. A Sapa Pepe, or a young a talent, or opportunity. And on a bit to say, or no bit to say, Akon, I put to say, I want you to be on my label. As a young artist, you see there's a big opportunity for you to jump on. And until say Becca say you Becca say free sa there any nipa sa there hunting na man ambaso I beg to differ. It may be as a result of a nipa wo ekon ho any ekon management no and to me I'm prepared proper grounds report ama ebia nyoma na ntumi anko koso because SAC was prepared as at that time. Yes, Obi Becca say he was not meant maybe psychologically prepared. But what is psychological preparation? Psychological preparation to any talent means that give me the resources, let me blow. Any artist, be a talent, be a want resources. If the resources are available, studio ni or in yes or best run apart, I do secure Belko sound engineer as well. Sika or Sika better video or any level be a sometimes because we to my script. You hear helicopter to do this shot. We hear Bentley the highway. If you don't have the money to go and rent all this a year, how would you be psychologically strengthened to be able to go and produce them? The psychological preparation of an artisan depends upon availability of resources, availability. If they are available, the artist is on high strength and level to be able to produce. Yan share no so. Ne de bia ne yan for blame no anko artists on doorsteps and say, and on your psychologically prepared now, on your mentally prepared. Every musician is mentally prepared. It is what you are bringing on the table. If you bring something good, the artists will follow it up. They are can now emotional support, groom the artist, support him, push him, tap the shoulder. Even when the person falls down, tell them that you can still make it. That's what it is to be able to build an artist.
Mesdames et questionnaires, Councillor.
Brakwisi. Baby, o the way you know. Say the psychological preparation of an artist is nyamanyina one. Udim say you will be or discuss share or talent more or the ehun say encouragement. Because your oncophobia o ye juma mo wonpo o usuro say ube faili. O da say bra. E de to de bia artist no obed no man mentally not drive it enough away and no man more pressure than obia or Janus or no anya na ade. It is psychological preparation of an artist. It goes beyond nyama edemanu. Ne psychic one ebano ekon ebano ekon no ye wan odi be ko say na obese be yet so no na those questions will also come up into the place. But me conversation is say bra bisa last question be yawo artist managers ana and then come ye Black Sheriff asemi san come ne buy yawo artist managers and yawo that management na it me front to that conversation and bra go see bisa say time e compare na wo fasa akode no with team you from management team na because me bisa de bia say ope football bia bobo ope so u top football bi di ko bo ho a ayebia ye the footballer na kasa direct ana omo manage footballers in the eni omoko ebra we dey asembisa na me bisa o
and view
me that's all
bisa view
na me bisa say
yeah
say artist bi obi one say to so be per artist or kon name straight and sa ko their time no na our management team o ne be kasa direct udi management be kasa so dey be call so. And now you can talk to the artist direct because now me here for 20 say football bia ye gina ko baby ye the fa team na managing in this one na ye the footballer na kasa direct because this issue of and even collaboration great I wanted to collaborate with this guy who friend who feel
I want to pretend I understand question
okay
so
okay
but me assure say me kasa ma sakode so me but me aminim kakra ni say sakode has always have people around him omuye team on omuye juma, which I'm sure that's the management in T. At every point in time, he's had people who have represented him as his management team. And I'm sure when it comes to business deals, you deal with the management team.
Okay.
Okay,
and this say Ekon kase system. And now when in your way only now delay direct. And the emotional stability in your man was it a statement from the team? No. Because it's a team or there. That's the systems are in place. What does it? That's a team or and you know what delay and there's a system running into the place. Me name say question here ba long time me sa ache sa kodia be nim say sa akomana e wo say de boa ye nkrofo e wo Africa ti say de nyina ye boy ehumodin abomodin say ye mbrantie be ko edu eka akonka ko animi say ekon akoma no na odi gi sa akode no sa akoma no wo hostel dia say psychological way na management when me call this because once you spoke to a team, it means at least there were structures that could work around with. But beer or no not testing what test no because the Sakwadi and Komwa Samino no he could have gone for any other person else once the budget was there to do the game because not those days and yes Sakwadi Pena Sebiona and Anudu Bejum. It me I had too late say I can't this time. Then why yes ya yan fra ekoniem sans yesre no sakwa de mpontu fan kan is ya baby e nam nkrofo ho tili mu tonum like nkrofo krumo betimi aso mo ase ama ma komanim na this statement no last week na ye kan ni sesi ya ebo ani dia no kura nyame anim o san siesi asem no ho yie so I think it doesn't make that bad thing in my head as compared to the last week ye kan answer na ye koy enti media Sakodia na yedanyama se wan feli na ko feli yesisi ankanaka de ekon ekei ebe yasem yaw bi amaye ba ye ko yanim de na ye boa nyame se systems na musi anya adwuma no kofio managers no omo system nya adwuma hia ye no kofio boys cadet no eno so kan bi na ngrofo mbu ngrofo manager so I'm okay with it ekon no asese we born nsa no se no laka no ombra
Can you answer? What is the interpretation of no curfew manager?
I no curfew.
What do you mean by a no curfew?
Oh, the boys around you.
Which boys?
Who's this? Get the boys around you.
No, I want you to. You see, I want you to no expansive further on this.
No, the boys around you. They want to see like the boys. Maybe we do the bar studio. And they told you. They follow they call themselves management team. And I'm gonna say who is the artist manager? Because yes, I could any come on to you. No, be sana say maybe I am and I'm saying don't know what deal you know. Bra, but show me there see
Medasi. Tilly for microphone and I'm into you. Akon Sako there yeah deal.
First of all, big shout outs to Kali J. This is nice. Very nice to see a young boy doing stuff like this. It's very nice. First of all, me, in my opinion, I think Akon could have gone around this conversation in a very different way, because it's a conversation I'm having and didn't pan out the way Abia would doing say pan out. So you could have just said, oh, we both had different visions at the point, rather than going into details and making it look like the guy at the point was not ready, mentally ready. But what is the conversation here? You wanted to make him big. What if he didn't want to be just big, but he was looking for longevity at the point? Because over the years, 10 years in a decade, Sarkodie has found a way of maintaining his relevance, doing what not only brand be as on as kese no wetimi ye with this no feel boys ya wetimi ye be kese say for himself. Look at the people that came up with Sarkodie at that era. Most of them, where are they? So it could be that maybe Akon wanted him to be a global star, but the longevity was what he was garnering at the point. And maybe the contract didn't involve that. So as an artist, he wanted to grow in his own space. Which may honor Miss Me when they say Ebiswa, Akon, so maybe as senior Oka say Sarkodie more didn't have probably that mentality. Maybe on Sarkodie read that he didn't have the longer picture or the bigger picture mentality. Maybe at this point, in the next 3 years, you could make me the biggest star in the world. But how about 7 years from that time? How about 5 years from that time? Where would I be? So I just feel like if really Akon had good plans for Sarkodie, he would have tailor-made the deal to suit the plan the boy had to, because we were talking about Black Sheriff, need deal be our Kwasi, and we are talking about bad deals, no bad deal. What are you getting from it, and what is the boy getting from it at the end of the day? So why don't we decide, say, if really my intentions for you are pure, and I think that you are the one I want to invest in, let us sit together and go to the table. You want longevity, I want to make you big. How can I make you big for a very long time? That is the conversation we should be having. Not to say, because at the point, or no I'm meeting at that table, or no vision, which artist, or Becca saying, I don't want to be a global star. But after the global star, what's next?
So, Mimbisa, Nyokano, free say.
I'm sorry.
Free say Sarkodie signing on to Senka agreement na deal no bibia koye nka ba na omo ye djuma nka or yeah much more bigger global star than now.
That is the point.
What would have been in that contract?
Exactly.
Whether it would be a bad contract
or a good contract. Yes. Sarkodie might probably not have been the Sarkodie we are talking about doing his rapaholic. One who ain't say the guy near global star. Na say one who said guy no, as he clearly said he had the national mind. Why don't you work with the boy? Let him become a national star, an African icon, then a global icon. Then probably at that time.
One in 90 for the.
Oh no, say yeah, Juma.
And then Juma no person we no dey near good crata.
And America no say ebia at the point no.
Or say at that time Sarkodie was more focused on building and becoming big in Ghana.
Yes. Yeah, in America. In America. So then I forget this part. I'm just saying, sir, what will Akon feel to if Sarkodie should grant an interview and say Akon also so it didn't look like they had longevity in mind. How would they also feel? It's so I just feel that he could have just said at the point we had different goals or different plans. Yeah, he said too much. Okay. Way too much. Okay. Way too much. Because boys here okay, at least now they have given him something most of these boys could not give the other artists that came with Sarkodie. So is
Sarkodie a global star?
Sarkodie is not a global star yet, but at the time that this conversation in some make it can but no time no permit to another time. But Sarkodie is not a global star, but Sarkodie at this point in time he has managed to put himself at a point that ABI continue drew her and can own drew with this years no. ABI could do no a free move and the story wouldn't have been the same way we are seeing it now. Well, Sarkodie is actually one of the biggest. It's a global star.
Medasi Tilly.
Medasi. Sarkodie is on the global. He's not a global star yet.
Medasi. Maminti Arnold.
Yes, boss.
Yeah. What is your dream global star?
No, on your global star.
Okay. So
on your global star.
And they are boy. Define the global star, mami.
On your global star, but I'll come to that point.
Okay.
No, on your global star.
Sarkodie is a global star.
Okay. He's a global star.
Thank you for admitting that.
Who is a global star?
Known globally.
Is he known globally? Is he known globally?
Come again.
Is he known globally?
Yes, he is.
Or if that's the definition, then Sarkodie is a global star.
Okay.
Robert Taba is a global star.
If that's the definition.
If that is your definition, take it.
I know the deal.
Boss, the thing say, same way no. There's a few inconsistencies be a womb. Because I remember say in 2009, I think at the time we were PNP or so, yeah. And now, yet Ghana, say gentleman be a friend of Babs. Babs at the time, were a convict group, no. And I think that he was in charge of clothing line, kind of. Although he was part of the whole convict management.
Direction.
Babs, no, not direction. There was a certain Babs, some well-built guy, be a not about Ghana. So he was associated with Akon to the point where not convict management, no. But it was revealed say he was in charge of the clothing line. Remember Babs? So at Rockstone's office, 2009, and now you movie say you measure the signing 2009 Rockstone's office. Babs was there, Sarkodie was there. 2009, and you see convict assigning Sarkodie. I remember at the time they no manage Sarkodie no apart from Dr. Duncan was James Kosa Brown, who is now the chairman for 3 Music Awards. So 2009, anybody can Google Rockstone's office. On your unveiling, signing, so you're signing Sarkodie to convict. I also remember say even Babs now twice to call YFM at the time. Can we in a host to star show no Trigmatic. One rapper Sway.
A man from Sweden, which in years and
yeah. Echo Babs called YFM. Trigmatic was the host of the show. Sway was there. Sarkodie was there. Confirmé. Someone signing Sarkodie. That was 2009. Now 2011, Sarkodie about because they be on sign to convicts be an endorsement kekena econ I endorse no. 2011, anybody can check. Now 2013, econ ma Ghana. I think it's a Airtel program be. Any bisa and say from 2009, yes, yes, I was sign Sarkodie. 2011, Sarkodie said they be one sign, but just that way endorse no. Econ so there were attempts to sign him, but only to me and signing. 2019. The same econ. So yes, I know, but so from 2009 all the way to 2019, inconsistencies. We say assignment, we say assignment, we say there was an attempt, we say there was no attempt. Any about 2022, right? Still confusion.
Yenya nipuma
sibre, whatever that means. Conclusion. Okay. Puma sibre. Yeah. Puma Sibre. Nice one. But okay, we also not say Africa then hiding.
I say system no.
But that is not true. Because the same Akon assign a Westgate any Two-Face. But you Akon Westgate any Two-Face no more moving.
So but you're putting in the contest, yes. Or can you say be a sign since I will bring it history. Yes. Or say at that time.
Yes.
At that time.
Yeah, it was around the same time. Okay. I agree.
Okay.
So I mean, of course, every country beyond has improved. Even the world no can improve.
Okay.
So around the same time, he was able to sign Westgate and Two-Face. But these guys were in the same domain, the same Africa. It's a bit can say Ghana system no into that point. I can say, but he was able to actually put the likes of P Square, Westgate, Two-Face on there. Then now let me go into the substantive matter.
Okay.
Or say reason here now the new interview on the Kalije Moye.
Yeah.
Or say Sarkodie agenda no was Ghana at the time. And it's now as a more Tomo Hasibi. Me pacho ewie sisi me no ka say ewie ni pemu ana say ewie ni pe twi no how did it go well did it go well did it not go well based on the fact say at the time now the focus was on Ghana,
yeah,
and that baby we do CCA. For me I think
say Ghana agenda and there I'm sure say we fairly can say Sarkodie achieved.
Well, achieving perfectly perfect. Say at the time no Sarkodie's focus was on Ghana. I see a bon man. Two, Akon say the people around him no so be a man boy because he be no can same assume boss sanko for no mo ben no say bon say mom. I swear, because you see I'm only trying to connect it with Black Sheriff issue no. For all you know, and I think some my other guys have said it, he could have signed a very bad contract like you guys put it. He could have. So maybe I share progress as Sarkodie make it to this point. I think someone almost around, and if indeed Omo can't share and say, boss, contract here or sign one share be hard drink a based on vision, based on ambition, based on the person be called Sanko for say bon say mom. Because see, go to Convict and check out the list of artists are no more Akon say was bare 4 pen year big. You give me the time. I'll mention the names for you and see what it be that. Abotre. You wait.
In Africa.
We are confused. Current artists, Akon, OG Boo Dirty, DeMarco, Tone, Trey Carter, Tone Trump, John Hart, Billy Blue, Money J, P Square, Vers Simmons, Ya Boy, Omega, Nick Rhodes. So you can imagine. Former artists, Nyabotre, former artists are Ubenya Ebitse Lady Gaga, global star, T-Pain, global, what I say, Cat de Luna, mildly, you understand? Ain't he? Sarkodie could have ended up like somebody like Billy Blue or Ya Boy or Omega.
Or
Lady Gaga is.
Okay, but go visit them Tonto Dike.
Oh yeah. So you can imagine. Say it could have gone left, it could have gone right. It's not as if say Akon ever Midas Touch be every artist be under him became a global star or global artist. 80% of the names in Ghana were virtually unknown. We the likes of T-Pain, Lady Gaga, Money. Wow. So it could have turned any other way around. It's for me
the success of Wizkid, for instance.
But you see, yeah, but you see, I know what Wizkid's success cannot be attributed to Akon.
Okay.
Oh, at the time, it was not a okay. At the time, I'm not on a convict partnership. Now he was signed to Banky W's Empire Mate Entertainment. You understand? So probably he was supposed to give him that exposure on that international platform. But there's no linkage. No linkage at all. So you cannot attribute the entire success to, yes, he could have played a part. What you say, Abiana or man is high exposure on international platform, no share or be on your way. So you can man as a contributor. But yes, he is part of it. You cannot sideline him. Now the issue about global star and global boss, what kind the exact quotation of what Akon said that one can global star or see global artist, and you can actually read it in Patricia Mami. Or see global artist. Global artist there is just like international artist. So we bought Togo, Senkofo 2 crown name Togo crown, we international artist. Because international there is international. So yeah, so once you're able to, people are patronizing your song, your product or your brand in another country, you qualify to be an international artist. But when you say global star, you're talking the Michael Jackson level.
Okay, so global artist.
Yes.
Global artist.
Global star and global artist.
Global star. Global star.
Akon is actually an African icon
global star.
And a global star.
He's a global star.
He's an African icon.
Akon play in his prime. He played shows in Asia and he had full stadium. Stadia.
So he's a star.
He's a global star.
Yeah.
You can't dispute that.
He's a star.
If I want to be controversial, and let's be fair, I don't kind of boys do at them.
Said the last thing was when I see men.
Akon said he wanted to make him a global artist with that.
Exactly. So global artist, one can star. Star there, global star.
So you're wrapping up.
Yeah, global star no senior. Global artist there, but global star. We are talking with Nick Houston, Michael Jackson level. You can actually seriously.
Taylor Swift level.
Yes, Swift level, Chris Brown level, Jay-Z level, Kanye West level. You can actually
their level.
Okay, then it means that he actually achieved being a global artist.
Yes,
he achieved it.
Yes.
So do you have a global star in Ghana?
Yes.
Please, who?
We have Shatta Wale. We have Sarkodie. We have Stonebwoy. No, but why is he saying no?
Okay,
yes.
Then
Pacho
Obisa question I think now that there's a clarification on whether global star or global artist, then it means yes, Sarkodie is a global artist.
Yes.
But whether he is a global star, that's
he is not.
But he is a global artist. So without even Akon, he was able to achieve what Akon wanted to do for him.
Okay, but I want to get from I mean, what qualifies somebody to become a global artist?
So, but at least
do any country in your country, the way people rush for autographs, the way they shout your name.
So those are the indicators.
Of course.
Okay, all right. Yeah, fine. No, see any answer. Say your issues now. Yeah, can they into me? And come on, son. National Film Authority for Omo report for activity of 2021 the about to ja. Nyamia Dharma, you be dear no come God willing next week. We try and delve into that. Still your tourism come on be di hon come. Na ewie yako ya no minianu mienu aba besra omufi US approach me that's Ghana Music Awards USA and paid for band so I mean quickly on the microphone na mimbu so mo bibi kakre bi na yan sode show near di o maba Ghana at the cropotin ti o maba be do Ghana han say so Dundee of Ghana Music Awards USA, that's the chief executive officer and the chief operating officer Ghana Music Awards Capito Dundee Akaba
Mid afternoon me boche
Capito
Kwasi
nyamam tien
nyame anu boko
me mama Akaba so
ejo so yeah
okay minim ni obefa kan minim say don obefa quickly so dia na di ma Ghana titru pa.
Well, now first one is be see in your Berman and Mammy, and I a far opportunity is Yabai na nominee announcement here Basono. I was here born the rule at Ghana mine any USF so your nominee announcement here Basso April 16th or Yonkers, New York. I have been said you Ghana for near say Basso. If you are now ya announce that your main event in so America.
Oh, okay. And the advance idea me no Nedima Babe do Ghana. Right, Capito, minim say what be come.
Yeah, Kwasi the don kind na me no me be to say nominee announcement no especially and this time round no ye pese omanfo ehun plans bia ya some changes bia especially for the nominees announcement eba so April no the theme atoso say bibia the African way. And you know, this time around, obi in African way. We share Africa tadi like brofonta just suit in this animal be our African food so these are new things about for this year. And then nominations no some of the categories no so. And be can be home. So there are some changes also so and announce this time around a lot of US based artists are filing for nomination, which is very impressive because last year we had about over 150. Now we're doing about 180 people or more, and it will surprise you. So America, so we are looking forward to a very interesting day on the 16th of April.
Okay, nominees any come home. Na bisa question bi but bre ni ade mpese be ba be tintin
bisa na yen twane
enyo na minam kama asem nam say me bisa ba ma be nkomo na ba be tintin enti minya me de be she free gym so the next activity ba e wo mo calendar so is the nominees which is coming off in April.
That's why.
Oh, okay. Na I didn't know in Ghana. Na mo US.
Okay. It's good. So business question. I mean, Ghana Music Awards USA. The company is based in America. Now, and just say you crowd Ghana. Actually, yeah, nomination you representing certificate Ghana. Now this time crowd no, a crowd say you there free Accra. They call Tamale. You call presentation of certificate now or Bayview last year no. Yeah, when come so it's not like any BB or Ghana. Yeah, BB or Ghana. Na main event in Sabaso. We was your business when was you in business be a marketer and my was also be a crayfee or no. Eja. I was pa and on a benya craybe fee.
Okay.
Account.
Oh, okay. Right. So I think that the last time now was this Yawade Chimia, Namina Beku Dinkum about Ghana Music Awards France. And again it's about sponsorship Nisani Mani and Wano. Is and only maybe the biggest challenge are still be organizing awards with him say yana mufimana.
Actually, and one major concerns is here. Ghana yaba and also can't be into yaba. One say investors no. This year no. Was say you be in their faces before they recognize your product in this animal. And one thing I want to say, we new products are I think across over key sponsors. But maybe I do know. I think the Ghana Music Awards USA is one of the biggest awards brands in Ghanaian awards brands in the world now. If you say investor B, ever invested what you more. Or like unregretted. So we encourage all stakeholders and sponsors on my willing to be so many age man. I'm friend and I say I'm reach out now and Kwasi befa and my partner age man. So capital so be cancelled there.
Yeah, and because you better take your opportunity. So what that omo eboy last year no so say we had a number of companies or more supporting both in Ghana and in America. You know, this time around, be bringing back or more try to support us. But you see, and we want to grow and make changes as we grow. Now, products are bigger. Now, yetimi sell it out to the rest of the world. You know, yenya more sponsors and partners are a boy and that's one of the reasons. Yes, Roman Phobia, whoever is interested and wants to support, no, as me about support.
Well, bonus they are not. I was saying before so and that our care skincare, Michelle Adonko, BTS and Van Dosh, attentive care and the Amoamosoy I said last year. I'm about more than not in that form, but you know, I quite cover time. Still, they believe in your vision. That was a bomb about so you don't say. And every year, so the year say, your boy about new year, not your more certificate. This year, so I'm here. I'm on now inform certificate and show them come. Our event in us, our ecosystem.
But that's Dundee and Capito. Because it's like Capito now to kind of from Ghana Music Awards USA. Now, before I go on, and same on my producer Salamati Kegumashum now. I am Hunaka. So this particular issue, no, she said, "Mama, no, I can't microphone, no, I can't." So Salamat, take the microphone and Becheches ask him way because it has to do with the story. You can't about Becca, no. There's a particular information be about so Obebuami na yet me at so Salasi a Becca issue no Dian and I pick you so far.
Patrol Becca issue no little background near pension kakra, and what we found out is that the reportage outside wrong kakra according to the information that we had. It is that 3 people or more company name no will be hold on for a while kakra had some conversation with Becca musician's father in Komodie Mono. They realized they suspected that Nkofono are into extort from Becca papa inti omo engage omo kakra to a day that Nkofono ba fear honum inti the day that the people came to Becca's father's house for some sort of nkomo to go on na omwetimi I started no Becca papa the police for bani fee just to wait for those people to come into day no mobile no ena omo arrest omo so they arrest Becca papa na free police for ministries police for no omo bo omo fee ho na omo arrest sa nipa miensa no inti enye say Becca papa akọ rape and sexually harassed a lady worker. Yes, I na semnity. Madam said there are some twists to be Nkofono a year just to save themselves, but issue nipa there. It is say Becca papa mum and Nkofo be estorte ena offer ministry police for no mobile and be arrested sa nipa 3 no. And member 2 any oba baako. And the issue is that the father is not even well as one background kakra no papa ne ho no to the extent say obetimi mpo sebio wa harassing oba in a sexual way nti near that bontin say ne papa has been arrested Emma yache no need those things no krabi any. That's from a little background
that's it. All right, so yes Captain
that's it for clarification. Bra Mr. Pa ene echna 6 March me wish you happy birthday. Na the woman say nyame adoma next week Tuesday ebe na watching, which is the 15th day of
Ochanyam birthday uko kan sawa hono bia be kase me birthday.
Na ye the bank ebeje.
But don't mislead people.
Oh, I said tomorrow is your birthday.
Me say don't mislead people.
Okay, please. I retract the birthday of Kwasi Aboagye. Tomorrow is the birthday of Ghana. I retract this wrong birthday. Tomorrow is the birthday of Ghana. Brambacho enuko yana. Wa share the thing over can say because I'm back. Yeah,
But you we
but on the 15th, you're starting the 15th day of February. Now 15th of March, and I bang away for the nomination I be to www.gnmafestival.com. Ghana Nigeria Music Award Festival na ebaso. No yesterday 40 categories need them. Say manager and for to mu yet. Pachoko website ni se here www.gnmafestival.com. Artist Bia Waye Juma from June 2020. Ebedu December 2021. No. Mesrao say be nomination atum on the 15th of March. Near we na unveiling neba. Mesramo pa Ghana Nigeria Music Award. Meda sepa bra.
Meda sitili.
The name no in at the beginning of the show na I have something nice coming up for everybody. So for now no. Show be 8 p.m. But follow me on Instagram till you can pa. All the details are there. Till hona munko follow till you can pa.
Kwasi?
Bra.
Yeah.
Bra, ojina ye kwodi di ominim sa baba dia. Rack ne gift you. Umai. Also ojina omo from omo so mo ye omo two joint pa wo jolu. Nti ojina na pa de gift ne rack ya omo ye omo two special pa joint ewo jolu ha. Nti ojina na pa de am so omo afre ola so mo afro
Emutu. Yes, you could.
You could into China Park, I see Bomodiana, show Jason and Naja, your
member.
Oh, ma. Oh, not a number. I want to go for what?
For what thing?
What are they fighting on the land?
I'm so on your month. Now, last no mobile, I'm on for plates a month.
Oh, how?
I do not see a deal without plates.
Last number.
Ah, what did you not come and refee bows or so?
Oh, whether it could be solved.
We
can solve it.
And it's not over doing any baby, you know. Before sometimes,
member, minim so become one crank come you feel. And last one in the
sometimes we before now to what's mine.
Or last one in
the
last one in
the yes, boss, Matthew.
Ediani bia no am dia ba e free me anana metua.
Oh ne da wase. Ene dia sanso pa cho.
Sanso pa cho mo mo so. We dey pa cho memra mo. We go there. Nana fache no. Fache memra. Na video. If you December be memra.
Entrance in the birthday.
To was your baby
Nyambuta. We dey pa cho. Yeah pa cho.
We dey we on air apology.
Yeah.
Public apology. I mean, Regina Rakia, I mean, so say, you know, the Gifty and Rakia, I mean, these are two fine.
Sisia mango, say, Diana Penamidi.
But in Pacho, Sister's Kitchen,
mangoes, and no way.
The mangoes who's United should be so.
Gifty
Sister's Kitchen. I want
any new platform with
and then movie and running. And then we beg. Or some I say, yeah, then Kwanya.
Yeah, no, go ahead with them.
Said Nana Monkanamonko.
But the Miss also no, Celestial Priest. Now I'll be performing live. One of my first major performances tomorrow.
Okay.
Next Thursday will be auto tickets. No, want to tickets now. You've been at na bra Victory Bible Church. I wish. Bra. Now, Kwasi on the flip side. Now on Friday, signing a new artist. So Lady Ophelia, very beautiful young lady. a very good gospel artist, and I know say I'll get your support.
Okay.
Now you're pushing very good. Latest what in the Masida.
Arnold.
Yes, sir.
Now we say we Masida because Papa be sending message, and I know say Baba is obey OT entertainment because
Okay.
And it has to do with a friend saying United Showbiz. And sometimes me yes idea way because say me am Kofi no bisa Kwasi na adan na nkrofo say na Mama Brown na ntimu gaban for can ade o ma kan wo TV so a monte na papa be send me messages this week be in fact me respond I decided not to respond because someone no kaka no because we are not kids now to say anya kola na mo betu they wait to say was I know that message and I decided not to respond but me respond to radio issue no ate obete and he said I thought say Maka dey we TV no so the reason why Ebi Anana Mama Brown is not hosting the show Munkai
Okay.
so what again there
Ebi ada episode 1 right?
What's it
Ebi ada episode 1 right?
Oh
Nti munka bi
Arnold Clay so it's
executive producer be travel.
Oh, Debbie, I mean, you wait, but say, I'm saying that it's information that they shared it as they presented it. Nobody.
Yeah, you say she only available. So once only available, there anybody producers any executive producers in charge of the show. As and when they decide your person host, the person would come and then do and host.
But they say them we are celebrity host.
And sounds
clear.
I have the same message.
Celebrity host.
Why not Abeku? We do send message here.
Abeku suna or start here no mu
Nya mwana no mu di Abeku atem.
Why not
Ghana for na mu chagba Abeku sa we di Abeku atem sa.
Dina tem sa se no kasa o na.
No man e boring.
Man e boring na de.
But I think that we should also embrace novelty. But Tilly, microphone your life. And two now can't be our bedroom as in be able to.
Oh, that be
I'm just telling you.
Okay.
But you know the meme observe. I don't know if you munya observe Sadena. Yeah, acceptance to change some way kakra.
Oh yeah.
Like we are saying about Bacon or best start here. Can afford dinner temps and boy. But when they came, used to him kakano.
They don't want him to be changed.
You understand? Now, people are like, we want a big. Yeah,
that message is there.
And then I'm drifter kakra. Okay, said Tama Giovanni be hosted this rational. Oh Jesus Christ! And then his jokes are dry. Who is he? See Ghana for Giovanni Newman.
I think it's when they get used to a particular person or voice for a while.
Is difficult.
Who changing it pana? It taking a bit of time for them to accept the new person. Yeah.
What people talks about most, that's what they like.
But at the end of the day, change be honum so o change ya. Enkoye. But change be o change ya.
Yeah, but you see, because
see. So typical example, I say say, you are when baby koi. Changing the now so they back. Now man for getting used to need signing money because so okay say time and I check ntimu baby ho be amon kai. And maybe at that time not social media ni honti. The maybe agitations ni send your man for ebe cassette be intimi ho. But like when Joe morning show na minimum na command yes so sometimes it's also a change and also
but let's be fair even after upon Kumabeso in first year people of the comparison he won't match it he's not up to the standard he saw it you understand so until we become used to the person they will talk, they will complain because they are used to that, that voice, that style. They intend they are normal.
But the good thing is that they are also good at forgetting earlier.
Forgetfulness,
Etino unim say, Yebeka, Udi, Enyamin Fasamo, Yempan Sebia, Nipavu from the host United Showbiz. Near Gas okay, they say I'm not neighbor who see United Showbiz. beginning oh Debbie one ultimate good host I Debbie kanana man ko be ni say anana man ko de be fa ye be kasa for be 1 month after I know this good he's doing well
but only
I like
only what's funny
he's trying but that is when Avia Arnold is indeed good or improve but because the people are just used to the voice.
Yeah, but you see the other funny bit is before you be producers no the gift Empress gift post a better on the two on you some of the comments and then and they say you know
but who be bring some man for say host to or your host
after we that's the point of the people I've never people say that's the point
because do you know say somebody actually sent me a message and said she's better than Anama Magwan. I said what?
Are you serious?
I said are you crazy? How? You are you post on two on any go for football and then no mama and we any abramo
No, and that is what makes the show a show.
And then after the show she's good she's better than Anama Magwan. Are you mad? How can she be better than original?
I was sending a message.
So this week I think it's Fela Makafu, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And also I'm for Chabono.
Oh, me Chabono.
What Chabono? Ruby Sanos say they be done kwadang kwadang. I'm say I say baby.
Everything you go bring them. But you are making a statement. And let's all drift to that point. Say, it's difficult to accept change in our system. However, no change means you or what a change be a work. What must say?
And who's
change be what? It's not just about say you go beyond United Showbiz. You go find joy, crowd. But I'm gonna say there are some changes be away ya. Why who say change we no?
Because who say you started your morning show? Oh, Peace FM has say no. Nana into
yeah.
And no chassis. But that's what I'm saying. Say beer because that time no any social media because would have seen the people's maybe approval or disapproval. Bra se fa kan be so mu. But you see Kwame so be so morning show no. On what they call the level and lifted it up till maybe about be doing it. So the fact is also there say yes obi oba be so adie mu a obeye ni ye even though initially because people are used to a certain voice onwa the need the craba be kan be improve in the account obi nso ha ola the things obe so mu a masa
no but initially no you ever say the ever say ever wa onye example say bia uni ho na o say better man who the people are used to your voice and your style for over decades. It almost say we cause Aboagye anko be say there's that kind of imagery my print to mutim about you and how you do your stuff. It me better with me Mr. Anna is like ako onyade ako edi en watchri ako ekura na no oyadodo ako ekura na nimu kura nyefe we cause Aboagye anko be na yesre you see but utoko so ba ku mienu miensa you are now rewriting an image in their minds whereby they are beginning to accept who you are. But and also now work no. So when to me and you're consistent with your own style, and
your own style should be above what they are expecting. And you don't know what they are expecting. So me can say your interview Safa Ewahano, Bibi, you gave your experiences, what happens here. And host grass and who producers grass me do share you share that kind of story no like a jumana here no esnobiani na aduma chede obia one style or the year ohwa na Mac Brown pa wo we no so a obisa dey me kan no crese hwe masa radio hosting any TV hosting enya peda radio hosting talk back in wasum entiempempi no etimi ba ma okoma ba ma aka de ope but usually about the TV talk back na show wasum nti producer no question bi okra ibisa kro no I research na send ama wo so TV there are difference in it and to shot Mac Brown send o share no send or running show now one it's an affection and performance one of the things and otewa questions or be able to say Mac Brown connection or the no show no is not to put me say use the word controversy but on person be pass be as compare one the other say but sure be could ya nkrofo ne hekel na abeku to me ye kra you know what I'm talking about
Unu ma dey any kan
say obi atro
Joyce Blessing Jesus Christ edidi atem
that game no
hey you know hey I don't want to be in this match
no that game no
this is too much
but obi atro or see the West host Dumelo.
But you see, people also
some people said he even did very well. He had a lot of control on the show. That's the feedback.
That person must be an NPP man.
By all means. That same person back said Empress Gifty was a very good host. Oh, they check it.
Watch oh, come interview ni kunu say wo yiri na ba show na dey fa ne ya so hype ni kura dey ya dey game babra ya ka ye wie dey me da se pa nyame hira o ma kwatintin na ya nya dey si ye na tonga tali e bo amanfo nyame hira 0277 609 644
next week me yi sa ne mani na
to you me da se bra nyame hira se wanya kan so kan o ye
obi aba na the tonga tali be si ne ma fi se
bra obi aba mo wi ginger isa no come o me wi ginger for
me so ametia me fa tonga
bra we slow no kura nyame ni
next yes you ba ye the burger tali
next week man fa we
ye the burger
bra me slow be go ma say me know you fine oh I don't know
me go in ma say me kan no kura
oh bra
me no kura ndem
kan ba ka tem say you point ma 4 capsules me ma na ya me an quantity me pese me ma 0277
okay what can there it for magic
hola magic the diet can o se obeji 4 capsules ma kaniti
yes
0277 o se obeji 4 capsules 609 644
magic ginger
me dem come me come mabra me 6 capsules
me pe ginger me pe we
I hope ginger tonga tali okay memma ni ginger 02776096 so nyame hira mu nyina
Councillor Lutrots tili akua nipa ana oda Samoa Bedu na ai ana oda na mfise nka ba keke bi a kire Shatawale o tie na mfise oba keke bi a kire no nyabo kire na
on what
obi bisam na ya kan asem no se ne tete pepe obi bisam se sa Shatawale ma me asem we koba sa na Saturday bia o si obosika wo ba mu hanum se Shata to 2 bedroom bi mama mi ye so your mama ampa ochimu wa to 2 bedroom no matter what tell mama no there no to 2 bedroom be man because usi artist e work na hanyina una wo sika pa o mama asem because asem ni ase ye mpese ekura bedu eko na ba de bia na mama nam no su na Satan me na Satan na this usu artist e work na hanyina una wo sika pa o mama da bontin adan Shata aba adewe I be too much o mami
boys be ewa ha say me bo na utie mami ni arebe ho
I mean
this is me ba ne se wo na se wa tofia ma mumu sa fie ne ya be too me
no me fi say I mean
oh me na me ka was me ma so e ka say ye ka so dia ni aka form dia me dia bia mete no obofra bia obehwe wagya ene wo na bia no on kwanda tenten wasasi so no kura no so ne se enye nhye sa abofra bi twa ne maame ne papa
it's true
mesero eno so ya no kura enye nhye eno so ya no kura da ho
maame ka se mincho metie he's one of the for me one of the finest preachers I think it's James Sa
yes
Action Chapel me boy
Action Chapel
yes
emeritus professor
yes I listen to ni preaching bi I don't have a check kakra na no can about say bia to the fact say bia akoda na bia wesi so umami anshow and have papa anshow na wenyi no abana so because one hweminti especially when you be and he cited an example like people like we mentioned Michael Asian God that time we said Michael Asian now he mentioned I think Balotelli and a host of other people. So me I picked it from the James side where no say simple no or see sa o mami ana papa no say etede bi say mfa say nyame atu sempa dia o dia obetimi aya yama ni te obetimi yama no nia onu didi wu no and you on any nyami ntema.
God will bless you for that.
God will judge him or her.
Yes, don't do
but
that to your mother.
You don't take it upon yourself and say,
no, you are a
why I mean 10 years so me no.
But say in this situation, why hand them what talk man.
No, but now I'm saying
who person yes sarcastic.
Oh no, but at the point in time. No, but at the point in time.
I mean I'm also when you fight.
No, but Mami so be one time wo say ne ba no aye bibia ma no. So say bia say dan no high na exploration.
No yeah me say na ma osun. Me say sa de no. I mean say be
but I don't know wow. Ni baby mama back we say child support maybe for 2 years.
You should go to the right quarters.
Ola, Ofanko Dovsu.
That's all.
Me say, media ne ma media no. Shata. Una was cat is your Ghana nyina. O de pe 2 bedroom ma be mama me.
O de any this can find na shemu ne.
There be a disca.
Na shemu shata.
Enkomo anod ntina am kofa buy o.
No ba
wa shire we yin e don go. One pay 2
socket in here. Them socket in here John Kabi. Babra me shall boss before the end of the year. This your request I hear Shatter's mother's shelter. Forever shelter I bet be fitting. Take my word. It will happen.
I want to see one.
No, don't worry. It will happen.
No,
take my word. I say it will happen. Why? Yeah, that's it for you understand. It will happen.
Madam Penfuasi, well, so how him say that? Eh? What's it?
Table also. Eh? We are going to go on house.
Me a kotoko.
Yeah, that's say yeah that. Yeah, no correct. I know. No correct. Yeah, that's it. Tidi Caribbean number say me sure.
Me a kotoko ade.
You see usu.
Me su. Oh, there be now. Me kotoko team no media is say me su ho. I just say man you. Me su. One I just say this is man you about match dey lose me su. Anya no ntina me ka say me nya kotoko ni me kotoko bat. Me su kotoko bobo no mu ya. Anod.
Watch that person was set. I say Abraham and Jesus on Kuku everything. Na kupon so Kuku Isaac. When him last week when I meet here kwa kesenyum bi am say killer be wula show. O kasa nyum.
Yeah,
killer be wula show. And na me nim say at the time no any presenters be a problem. But kwa kese were very bold. Or very bold in the song and I think the last verse no. Okay, so be kan no say na time for ye John Jimmy
no,
John
Jermaine, yeah.
And a KOD.
Yeah,
yeah, and I think one guy was say MO something. Uko fashion tawale asa ma breme. Na Jimmy no ate. Echi ono abedi matem free.
Ola Michael and can would say Christianes and I know that's some way do. Me don't massive papa cap farms here that cap farm as you know so see me did me the bremo. Salamat paint your time she shage me the bremo. And me de accident so the man Peter Square any Pretty Joy some boy on social media. Kwasi Aboagye have a beautiful weekend.